This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a song I wrote for a special person.
All right.
Each time I need a trusted friend, you're there. With tears to dry and a heart to mend, you're there. And when I'm down in misery and the whole world turns its back on me and I need some love and sympathy, you're there. Nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And when I'm weary and tired of trying, honey, you're there. And anytime I need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. And sometimes when I come home with a heavy heart and weary bones and I need a little time alone, you're there. I want to turn the stereo on, but you're there. I gotta get in to use the John, but you're there. And when I wake up lovingly and turn on my pillow, hoping to see Kim Bassinger smiling back at me, you're there. Oh, this is more of a good thing than I ever planned. How much damn togetherness a one-man stand. Don't get me laughing here.
All right, sorry.
I want to flop down in my favorite chair, but you're there. I can't see in the mirror to comb my hair, 'cause you're there. And when I want a little snack at night, I sneak down to the fridge to get a little bite. I see a big fat ass blocking out the light, 'cause you're there.
Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Here they are right now.
Bob and Tom.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Christy will be along at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. Tommy. There you go.
Thank you very much, ladies.
That's right.
Drum roll, please.
Bad boys, bad boys.
There
What
you
you gonna do? What you gonna do?
So I look around the room. I say, "Wow, what a handsome man."
Thank you.
Very appreciated very much.
Ace just nods. Would someone explain to him how radio works?
We're on YouTube, too. So.
You're the one that keeps telling him he's a legend. He can do anything he wants. You nut.
Well, good morning. Hello. How are you? We've got a couple things sorted out over here. Should be a fine show today. I'm very excited.
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
It's one of those mornings, if only we would talk about what we were talking about off the air on the air.
What were you talking about?
We wouldn't be on the air much longer.
Oh, I must have missed it. Good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's some loose lips. We have...
They sink ships, you know.
Yeah, well, or end careers. And we have some interesting stuff. Yesterday, we toward the end of the show, we did this story. I did a little more research on it. It is so creepy. It's about a guy goes to a hotel and the room smells weird.
I love this joke.
No, it's not a joke. And so he asks if he can change rooms. Changes rooms, and they go to his room, and it turns out there's a dead body under the bed.
Oh, boy.
This is from the BBC. Quote, a strong smell was in the room when the man had checked into the hotel in Lhasa, Tibet. This is Lhasa, like Lhasa Apso, the dog.
You think the high school there's the Lhasa Apsos?
I hope so.
Go, you Apsos!
The man reportedly said he thought the smell might be coming from the bakery downstairs.
Ooh,
or
that's a bad bakery.
Yeah, well, this is where this gets weird. The smell might be coming from the bakery, or perhaps it was the smell of his own feet.
Ugh.
You ever see the movie Four Rooms?
No.
There's a scene where these two kids are in a hotel, and the daughter or the sister keeps saying, "Hey, your feet smell bad," and the boy's like, "No, they don't," and it's because there's a dead hooker under the bed.
Oh. So maybe
That's what that reminds me of.
This is anyway. They moved him to a different room, and then, according to the BBC, a body was discovered under the bed of the room he had vacated.
Oh man!
Boy, talk about a late checkout.
Yeah.
You can check out anytime, but you can never leave.
Man.
Hey, listen, could you bring me some new towels and maybe get rid of the body under the bed? God, that is so creepy.
Did they find out if it was a murder victim? Or?
It says the last thing it says is police have now arrested a person in connection with the incident.
Okay.
So it sounds like murder to me.
Yeah. Okay. So
The game is afoot.
there was a time when you check into a hotel, look under the bed. Now, Christy, you're pointing out that most hotels now have those beds that are so low you can't get underneath them.
Well, a lot of them are on like a platform, yeah. So there's nothing, you can't put anything underneath them, which makes sense because you can't lose something or
you know what I do
something.
Is I move the mattress and stand up on the platform and practice stand up.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
How you doing? Welcome to my room.
Anybody from out of town?
Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
This guy knows.
We were talking about an old tradition that's kind of gone away. That would, I guess, salesmen would buy porno and put it between the mattress and the springs.
Not just salesmen.
Men.
People
Maybe
on the
women?
road.
No, but this was
Maybe 6 women have ever done that.
It was invented by salesmen.
I don't.
It was a tradition in sales
This
that
is
you
his
would.
head, in his head. Let him go.
They'd leave their girly mags.
Have you ever seen that documentary they made in like the late 60s, early 70s? It's called The Salesman.
I love that
It's
documentary.
Wonderful. And you really get a taste of what life was like, and it's like the real Mad Men. It's
like to
hilarious.
There's in diners, and
Yeah.
they look exactly like you would think a 1960s
Yep, and
salesman.
smoking.
With
hats,
talking about what
complaining.
like in Alec. It's a tough rag.
It's a tough rag.
Now, there's not a documentary, but a comedy special from our friend Greg Warren called The Salesman.
Yeah.
And it's getting great reviews. It's available for your dining and dancing pleasure on YouTube. Please watch it.
I've seen it. It's very funny.
And it's nice and clean, family-friendly, and super funny. So you check that out. We talked to Greg yesterday, which was really fun. Now, coming up today, we're going to talk with John Feinstein. He's got a new book out. He's the guy that happened to have written the best-selling sports book of all time. A Good Walk Spoiled,
Well,
also Season on the Brink.
Second touchdown for Tommy, I think.
Yeah, it must have touched, right?
Touchdown for
That
Tommy.
was pretty big. You didn't read Touchdown for Tommy in school? No, yeah.
The Mel Ott story.
It's one of the rudimentary books that I think Mel Ott played baseball, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's be honest. If the mouse and the motorcycle, if it counts as sports,
Yeah,
then then John's on number 3.
That mouse was extreme.
He rode that bike.
Oh, he rode the hell out.
We'll look forward to talking with John. Also, coming up in sports, what have you got over there?
We got the NBA playoffs. Lonnie Walker IV went off last night for the Lakers. Now you got great granddad, you got granddad, and then you got Pops, and then you got Lonnie. He's the 4th, Tom.
They call him Ivy?
I don't know, you snooty weirdo, but
No,
maybe.
a guy that I knew.
Yes.
His nickname was Ivy.
Because he was the 4th?
And what is his net worth right now?
I don't know. He was a jet pilot, so
Yeah, there you go.
He was.
in the military. Yeah, seriously. They call his nickname was Ivy because he was IV Roman numeral guy.
Yes, I think that's a pretentious statement.
Not pretentious. It's just the
I'm pretty
truth.
sure it is. It's reserved for pretentious people.
Josh?
If you do any...
It's a little pretentious just because there's something to be said for the men in that family. They will carry on my name.
That's right.
And hey, listen, you know me. I'm opposed to juniors.
Right.
John Hinckley Jr. right off the bat.
I'm surprised.
I could get even more. It's a bad idea.
I'm surprised you don't have a Tom the Third running around.
No, I'm opposed to it. But I'm just saying, I happen to know this guy's name. They called him Ivy.
Yes, we heard you the first 3 times.
No, I just thought it was interesting.
So the Lakers continue to
didn't
win.
you bring up the whole Ivy thing?
Yes. Huh?
You're the one that brought up
Ivy League College.
No, you brought up what's his name?
Walker the 4th.
Lonnie the 4th. I didn't
say
say
Ivy.
the word Ivy.
You did.
I said great grandpa.
Can I teach you Roman
Pops.
numerals? You may need one when your Washington team gets to Super Bowl 75.
I'll be in that lung, won't I? That iron lung.
Now, Josh, have you ever considered, in the event that someday we have little baby Joshes running around, are you going to do Josh Periwinkle Arnold III?
No. Well, it would have to be Josh Jr., wouldn't it?
Let me tell you something. It's $10,000 in it for you if you name your first son Benedict.
I mean, that's got to be borderline child abuse.
It has to be talked about.
Someone has to have done that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Hey, this will be funny.
Not in my family, but no, I
Love it.
Benedict.
Or Arnold.
Plus, I
Either
want
way.
daughters, so...
$10,000 for Arnold, too. Arnold.
Do you want daughters? Is that what you said?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
We have a...
If I have a son, I'll put it up for adoption.
Okay, I was going to say you
They are
don't
trouble.
really get
Sounds like you better plan.
Maybe do a swap with China.
And the Heat won last night, so the Heat
Hey, I'll take
and
one of
the
your
Lakers
girls for this.
are up 3-1, and yes, I'm doing sports in a vacuum. Here's
Okay.
back to Tom.
Sports in a vacuum.
Yep, no one's listening.
I was listening.
We have a request.
Oh, and Bob Huggins is in trouble. The West Virginia University
Okay.
coach. We'll talk about it.
I'd rather not.
We'll glide over it.
I'd rather talk about great food. Oh, I'm already hungry, and this is making me hungrier.
Hungry.
Hello Fresh. They've got some great new ideas because they know your taste buds are going, bored, can't stand it. So HelloFresh has something new. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. The 16 in honor of the 16 free meals as part of this special package and free shipping.
XVI.
HelloFresh. Now, here's what's going on. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together, and voila, you've got great food. 40 recipes to choose from every week, and it's quite the array of choices. You've got over here pescatarian stuff, vegetarian, or way over here, good old family-friendly food, fit and wholesome, low-cal, low-carb, whatever you want. You're going to find something that suits you, and you can do stuff like swap the proteins. I don't want to make this too complicated, but it's all about you choosing. Here's something really cool, celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with authentic recipes created by the famous chef Serbi Sani from New York City's Tagmo restaurant. And we all know what great food has come out of the Asian Pacific area. So we all love it. And now's your chance to cook some of it at home. HelloFresh, you can check Eat Well and save money off your to-do list with this new program from HelloFresh. Have some fun, by the way. It's a great way to teach your kids to cook. Once again, they've done the measuring and they've done the shopping, so you don't have to walk around with a shopping cart going, I don't understand why horseradish and sour cream are in two different parts of the store. I can't stand it. HelloFresh, they take a lot of the hassle out of great food, and you'll save a lot of money. BT Show 16 is that code. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, there's a shortage of monkeys. Monkeys.
Oh,
a shortage of monkeys in the world.
Yeah, I think it's only Dolan's now, right?
We'll find out what that's all about.
He's not wrong.
Also, Chick.
Yes.
Believe
darling.
Believe it or not, there is a major news story involving an evacuation and flatulence. We'll find out what it's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
It's good to be here.
Could be anywhere.
That's Keith Richards' line. I believe he said that at the Willie Nelson celebration. It's good to be here. It's good to be anywhere. Because, Keith.
Yeah, we are.
Glad he's doing well. We have some sporting news to get to featuring Chick McGee. Also coming up later, we're going to talk with John Feinstein, the very fine author. He's got a brand new book out, and he is the guy that wrote the best-selling sports book of all time, A Good Walk Spoiled. Among many other classics. But right now, Mr. McGee, what have you got over there?
Dear Tom, I was getting a ride home from work with a friend. We had some strong winded storms a few weeks ago. I'm sure much of the U.S. had those. I say to my buddy as we're driving home, man, I still haven't fixed that jumping table in my backyard. I need to set that up. My friend said, you mean your trampoline? And he said, I had a choice to double down or admit to Tom speak. And what did I do? You're damn right. I doubled down.
Yeah.
Trampoline? Well, that's the dumbest word I've ever heard of. And left it at that.
Sometimes the words just aren't there.
Sometimes.
You just can't think of the word you need, so you have
We're all really good at Mad Libs working with you.
Yeah.
And continuing, this is from Michael. Damn you, Tom. The other night, I tried to ask my wife to turn off the fan, but all I could get out was, can you turn off the wind machine?
See? Perfectly valid.
Perfectly valid.
Sometimes your brain's doing funny stuff, and you have to kind of go the roundabout way to get there.
So you're explaining your shortcomings by saying you're just thinking too much and too intensely to be able to come up with just everyday words.
Sometimes the word isn't there.
Yeah.
So sometimes you see someone you know really well, and you go, what's that guy's name? It'll happen. And you go, the guy with the mustache and
I couldn't think of
and the unfortunate.
One of my favorite actors, Bobby Carnival's name this morning. I couldn't think of it.
Really?
I don't know why. He's in the Pete Davidson show, Bupkis, on Peacock. And I know, I hear you. I understand. I like it.
I haven't seen it.
Good, yeah. Nor have I.
I've laughed out loud a couple times, but
glad to hear it.
It has the Sopranos pass. Edie Falco's in it, so it is a wide berth with yours truly.
Okay, very good.
And Joe Pesci.
I want to watch now. What else is happening in sports?
Lonnie Walker the fourth So you
Ivy.
got great granddad. Yep. Some people call him Ivy, I guess. Then Grandpa, and then Pops. Lonnie Walker scored all of his 15 in an unbelievable fourth quarter, and the Lakers rally to take a 3-1 series lead over your defending champs. Lakers win 104-101 last night over the Dubs. LeBron had 27. AD is what they call Anthony Davis. He had 23 and 15 boards, Tom. You know what boards are, right?
I know that I'm bored. You know, when you talk about a guy being the fourth, and I mentioned that my friend, who everybody called Ivy.
I remember like it was yesterday. We were at the waiting for the ski lift.
And I was trying to explain to you, they called him Ivy because it's Roman numerals, IV.
Right.
I think everyone knows that.
Well, whenever I think of Roman numerals, I think of this this trucker classic.
No.
Yes, I just love this song.
Yes,
I want everyone to sing along.
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 roll. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wheels on a big rig. Okay, just the even numbers. Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big ring. Yeah. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, just the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 wheels. Oh, you're so smart in math. Yeah. Okay, well, how about Roman numerals, Mr. Smart Bob? Oh, there's I, V, V, I, V, I, V, I, X, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big ring, and they're rolling. Okay, get out your wrist calculator. Let's divide the wheels by pi. Here we go. Oh, there's 3.14185551212901346 and they're rolling.
The genius of Haywood Banks and the classic 18 wheels on a big rig. Send that out to all those big rig drivers out there right now. I hope you get through the construction.
Jimmy Butler had 27 and 10 assists. Bam Adebayo finished with 23 points and 13 boards. And the Miami Heat moved one win away from their third trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 years by mopping the floor with the Knicks. 109-101 last night in Miami. That's right. Jimmy's playing basketball. Don't touch Jimmy. Jimmy scored 27 last night. Way to go, Jimmy. And the Denver Nuggets center, Nikola Jokic, who's been fined $25,000 by the NBA for making improper contact in the stands with a fan. Oh, by the way, that fan just happened to be Phoenix Suns owner Matt Ishbia. Jokic was not suspended, the two-time NBA MVP, though all set for Game 5 tonight in Denver. And if you watch the video of him, Jokic making contact, both, in a game of losers, there are no winners. Uh-huh. And the owner is holding the ball away from him, and then Jokic comes over and just kind of like he's picking up a sock off the floor. He just kind of goes like this, and he goes flying. Just elbows him, but they were both wrong. But the owner was not fined anything. What do you think of that? You think if it was a normal fan, there would be a problem? He would be suspended?
Wasn't the owner doing kind of a dick move to stall so they couldn't do a fast break?
I think so, possibly.
Yeah,
that's one opinion.
Well, I mean, I think it's obvious.
What was the owner doing down there? Go up to your box.
Enjoying the game. Why can't I sit down?
I mean, you can sit there, but it's not supposed to be.
I think that'd be so distracting.
To sit courtside?
Yes.
Fun. Oh,
no, for the...
I've sat courtside. You don't really get any perspective. Like 10 rows up is perfect.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, but courtside, you get to hear some really great language.
That's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of squeaking.
That's the shoes.
Yeah. Thanks. Like,
Well, I mean, contextually, it sounded
it
like
feel, Christy?
the bad language you were hearing was squeaking.
How's it feel, Christy? You know, some people call
Your mother.
the fourth IV.
Yeah.
The squeaking at basketball games is caused by the sneakers. You see how that could be interpreted as snotty, don't you?
That or an encounter between someone wearing a dental dam and a condom.
And attorneys for golf superstar Tiger Woods. Attorneys for one-time golf superstar Tiger Woods will soon be in court in an attempt to halt a lawsuit his ex-girlfriend filed against him. The attorneys expected to argue in a Florida court today that Erica Herman, paging Ms. Herman, signed a non-disclosure agreement with the golfer requiring that any disagreement between the two must be decided by an arbitrator in private. Ms. Herman.
That has to be a romantic night.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before the shrimp cocktail, could you sign this 12-page document?
And the prenup. And the,
That's right.
yeah.
You want to sleep with Tiger Woods or not?
But she did sign it, right?
Yes.
See, I don't understand these cases where
This
these people get paid off
Thank
to
you.
shut up, and then they talk about it.
There used to be a time in this country where people were paid off and they stayed paid off.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Integrity.
Mouth shut.
What happened to integrity?
That's right.
You got your lawmakers. You
I mean,
got
you got your porn stars. Do they have to give the money back?
yeah.
That's a good question.
I mean, if they sign a thing saying, I'm not going to talk about this, and they take a couple $100,000, and then they start talking about it,
I know in that particular case she had to pay for at least some legal bills or whatever.
Oh,
but
did
I don't.
she?
But this Tiger one, I don't know.
Yeah, but that lawyer's in jail now, right? Her old
Well, I mean, the whole thing is fascinating.
I mean, in a game of losers.
there
Wait a
are no
minute.
winners.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so did this woman sign a non-disclosure?
Let's take a look and read it together, shall
I
we?
believe she did.
Erica Herman signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Well, don't blame me.
For
I
the
didn't-
second time.
Well, so I mean,
If
I'm on the jury, I'm going, okay, we're done.
And the agreement stated that if there was a disagreement between the two, it must be decided by an arbitrator in private.
Well, then, so what's going on?
Herman is arguing that the contract should be thrown out.
Why?
She was working as the
Because
manager.
hell hath no fury.
That's true.
Oh, man, that's the truth.
Boy, that is true. Watch out.
She was working as the manager of his Florida restaurant when their romantic relationship began. He likes the waitress.
Yeah, Tiger, what
servers.
are you doing?
The servers.
Well, a good waitress. Is,
No, that's all fine. But
that's a great career, and they're hardworking, and they know how to please.
But the person that he's just asking for trouble.
Is that right?
Do you suppose he did just the tip joke the first time they, the old.
No.
I'm going to give you 18%.
Would you want 25%?
What do you think he's carrying around? Is it like a massive hog, or what do you think?
I don't care.
Maybe half.
Yeah, because mom,
Yeah.
Asian.
Certain
that's in there.
stereotypes,
Yeah.
let's just mix up stereotypes.
I'm just saying.
Careful.
I'm just saying what people are thinking.
Careful.
I think that's an uncomfortable moment. We need a song from Pat
A
Conn.
song for me.
Hi-yo!
You mentioned the shortage of monkeys, and then Josh.
We haven't done the story
done
yet.
the story
Josh
yet.
made the joke.
I want to hear the story.
That Mickey Dolenz, of course, he's the last monkey.
Yes.
And he was always considered the John Lennon of the Monkees, right? Mickey
Right.
Dolenz?
He's
Or was
out-
that Davey?
No, not really.
No,
he's out on-
Mickey's really talented.
Mickey sang more of the hits.
He was Circus Boy, you know.
What's Dolan's up to, Pat?
Well, he's out on tour.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's doing a tribute show to.
Yeah, you want to hear a little bit of how it goes?
please.
A lonely.
He's a really interesting guy.
I
Let Godwin do the
don't
song.
care.
Well, no, I think I'm
Does he have any talents?
I'm trying to infuse this.
No need.
With nonsense and blather? Sure.
Josh.
Just gonna
Long
give you
show.
a taste. Of how the,
We're very good.
Mickey Dolenz all by himself. Here we go.
I don't think the show's gotten shorter since yesterday. Okay, I know how long it is. Anyway. Go ahead, Pat.
All right, okay.
This better be good.
It's not good. It's not going to be.
And another thing.
With a setup like this, how can it fail?
Poor Pat.
Mickey Dolenz out there
What?
touring this summer.
Oh, yeah, set it up again. That'll help.
No, he's an interesting guy.
Here I come, walking down the street.
It used to be Here We Come.
Yes.
Oh,
That's, hey, I'm a monkey.
Hey!
all right, you get back to the show now.
That's not anymore. This is a real long show. We could use a verse or two.
Hey, I'm the monkey.
God, wasn't the Monkey Mobile the coolest?
The
I
Monkey
love the
Mobile.
I don't remember the Monkey Mobile.
The matching shirt.
And I watched the show for a while.
I had the
loved
Monkey
show.
Mobile model. I
Did you really?
put that bitch together. It was not
It's
very
on
well
tour.
done. But
I had the monkey's lunchbox.
Did you have the double-breasted shirts?
no, I wanted one. Oh man! I
Oh, yeah, look at
dreamed
that
of
thing.
owning a
Holy
shirt.
cow.
Isn't that great? It was designed by the same guy who did the Batmobile.
Chick, I can get you
George Barris, I think.
a Monkey Mobile
Yes.
scale model kit.
Yeah.
It'll be here next week.
No
You want to
kidding.
put one together?
Yes, there's still
What are we talking here? $30?
$30.
Does it have little miniature monkeys that you put in
It doesn't. Oh, I know.
Well, coming up, we have actual monkey shortage in the world of science in the United States of America.
Oh,
Aren't there some areas that they could use the monkeys being shortaged, like in Thailand? Don't they come out and bother people al fresco? And
Yeah,
things?
but they have to have, for research purposes, things like mice and monkeys and other critters
I heard one
have
of
to
them-
be genetically. They have to know exactly what they've got. They can't just go
Genetically
grab wild
pure,
monkeys.
And one of the monkeys went up to a diner and said, "Are you going to eat that?"
wow.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, there is a place where
At least he
they're.
was polite.
Yeah,
I believe they're called. Is it pronounced macaques?
Macaque.
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 The macaque monkeys.
I had one time, and I would go outside. Has anyone seen macaque?
I have. It's big and hairy.
That's Tiger Woods.
Well, half of it. Thank you very much.
Just the tip. I'm sorry. So is that the Tiger Woods story?
That's a tough story. Yeah. I was hoping that Josh would jump in with what he lacks in relationships, he makes up for in driving. But he didn't come to the table. I don't know.
Coming up.
And she says, her defense is she signed the agreement under duress.
Duress.
Well, I mean, what was she doing under her dress?
She says Tiger threatened to fire her.
Fire her?
If she did not sign the document.
Oh.
So, as they said in The Godfather, either your brains or your signature is going to end up on this piece of paper.
Well, you know what? I bet he did. Well, you
Sure
don't
he
have
did.
to sign it, and you don't have to work here tomorrow.
That's right. The world's changing all the time.
Yeah.
Do you want the tip? Or do you want the whole thing?
I'm concerned how fascinated you are with his 9-iron.
No,
or would it be the 5 wood?
I'm just fascinated with all these people who sign these non-disclosure agreements, and then they
don't stay non-disclosed.
They disclose them, and then they still. I don't know. I don't understand how that works.
Do you have anybody? I think I might have a non-disclosure.
I have women sign a. Oh, you do?
I think I might have. Did you put one in there? I think you might have.
Really?
I think so.
I have women sign a closure agreement.
Is that right?
Yeah. Tell everybody.
Or a disclosure agreement. Yeah. I would say, hey, you let everybody know
That's right.
how good this was. All right,
Yeah.
baby?
Yeah.
Tell your
Thorough and
friends.
generous lover,
Yeah.
Josh Arnold.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let that sister of yours know, huh?
Yeah, you got some
Ask around and tell your sister.
numbers of local media outlets.
Yeah.
Well, Josh dumped me,
I
but
need you to sign
I
this
just want you to know he's thorough and generous.
And aren't you thankful? Don't you want to this Thanksgiving say something about when the world was young and we all used to carry on, that there wasn't social media like there is now?
Oh, boy.
I just saw Chick McGee passed out in a woman's breast. Eating grapes and drinking Miller Lite. Room 92.
Yeah, Chick McGee snorting cocktail sauce off a waitress's gluteal cleft.
Boy,
that got ugly.
That's a night.
Gee, I wonder who sent that. He used gluteal cleft. Tom just told a stranger to go feed the dog. Not sure what's going on there.
Right now, I want to tell you that the clock is ticking. I'm not going to keep telling you this. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday.
Start off with a threat, will you?
No, I'm just okay. Fine. Don't listen to me. Come Sunday morning when you're sleeping on the couch.
Sunday morning coming down.
Mother's Day is this Sunday, so I could put a positive spin on this. You don't have to do anything for Mother's Day. All she did was, maybe give birth to you, change your diapers when you were little, or maybe she's your mate, your wife, your partner, whatever you want to call it. Mate. How about a nice gift from Steven Singer Jewelers? And there is a whole array of great stuff you can get. You can always go to the grocery store and get the roses there. they'll be faded and gone after just a couple days. Not jewelry, and not the special Steven Singer rose. I'm talking about the brand new neon green 24-karat gold-dipped rose. There's one right in front of Josh here in our studio. This is the latest in the Steven Singer series of roses. This is the first in the brand new neon series. This is one of many great gifts available at Steven Singer Jewelers. Now, if you order something today if you get the order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time, it'll ship today. So you go to IHateStevenSinger.com, and you'll, by the way, get free shipping. I should point that out. And the rose, for example, comes in a beautiful gift box with a free personalized Mother's Day card. The roses start at just $59. And there's also, of course, an array of jewelry. I'm talking about bracelets, earrings, necklaces, etc., etc. I know Jess Hooker was wearing a necklace just the other day from Steven Singer. So you go to IHateStevenSinger.com and check off that Mother's Day box. Remember all those mothers in your life. Your sister's a mother, she's a mother, she's a mother, she's a mother. Check them all out and get them all done at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you, and get it done today, okay? You've been warned, all right? All right, you've been officially warned. Coming up in South Carolina, a cool story about maybe having your dog become famous.
Really?
Yes. Oh, it's fun. I really love the story. Now, that story from the NFL about Andrew Luck and a high school threatening to withhold all toilet paper. Boy, there's a solid
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll show you.
Said the janitor holding a can of gasoline and some matches. I'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Details on that coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We were discussing the Monkey Mobile for some reason, and got this note.
It's quite a car.
Did you order that for me?
The Monkey Mobile was designed by Dean Jeffries.
Oh, I thought it was George Barris.
Barris bought the demonstration car.
Gotcha.
Anyway, just some
thank
obscure
God we
trivia.
got
that sorted out. I'm not sure why we were talking about that, but you were. We were.
Everybody got that? I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Yes.
Tom pointed that out.
Thank you, Tom.
I just read the mail.
Thank you very much.
Well, how do we know that guy's not wrong?
That's a good point.
Hey, look, that's the joy of the windbag.
I know.
It doesn't matter who's
Yes.
right or wrong, so long as we're windbag.
Maybe we should start a new feature. And bring the windbags in, the best lie of the day. I don't know what Tom's talking about. Art Garfunkel did not shoot free throws. He was led the AFC in touchdown passes in 1989.
I had to look up something because I was like, I wonder if Tom is actually correct on that. And I'm still a little confused.
Which one?
The Art Garfunkel thing?
Yeah, and because there was no reason not to believe this story, but I was trying to figure out why. So, Tom, you tell a story about how there was once a radio DJ who, instead of saying voodoo child, said voodoo chili.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
On the air.
Absolutely. I think I heard him. Or I've heard the story so often. It seems
right.
It feels like I've heard it.
Well, but every time I see that song played, and when I had it on a CD, it was Voodoo Child Slight Return in parentheses.
Child spelled out with a D. Huh?
Yeah, and so I always thought, well, how the hell did he mispronounce it? Chili
because the guy was a complete idiot.
Well, there is the UK listing is Chile.
Chile.
Yeah.
And
so then I thought, well, how did he have the UK version?
It happened. It was on a Saturday. And I was in my car when I heard it. It was on our home station.
And they actually recorded it first as Voodoo Child, and then the next day they recorded it as Voodoo Child. But the Voodoo Child is the one that was like popular.
And Voodoo chili is a recipe.
Yes. What's in that?
Which is like traditional chili with a 12-inch black sausage.
So not even black end. Just the.
I want you to know that Ace smiled and nodded yes as you were telling that joke.
It's not that I didn't believe that it happened.
It's a reference to the famous plaster caster.
I was trying to figure out how it happened.
Don't make it something more than it is.
Okay, sorry. The facts are facts. Let's move forward. Coming up, we have...
you sure did do a lot in 7 or 8 years?
Why your dog could become famous in South Carolina. But first, we return to the
my
sports
dogs are kind of famous. I'll be walking the dogs in the neighborhood.
Yeah?
And people I've never met know the dogs because of,
This
social
nonsense?
media. This nonsense.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Tom?
I think it's sweet.
Isn't that nice?
But your dog's not going to be as famous as this dog in South Carolina when I tell you why.
You don't know.
Are you?
Are your dogs even partly famous?
No.
Partially? No.
They're just my dogs.
Do you want them to be famous?
Not at all.
Yeah, it sounds like kind of a pain, doesn't it? To have one of those, like Grumpy Cat.
And you have
I'd
to
like to be the owner of that.
Post 18 posts a day. And
Yeah.
No thanks.
However, would you rather one of your friends become famous or one of your dogs become famous?
I love when my friends are famous.
Again, I don't...
Because it means they're doing well.
My dogs are hard. I had to take my dogs out this morning at 3:20 a.m. because one of them had an issue. So I don't want to...
Really?
And I've got those
That happens a lot.
biodegradable bags, so when they poop, you have to get it. And I forgot to bring my light.
Yeah.
So I'm holding my iPhone with this hand, holding two dogs and trying to scoop up their poop. And I came within inches of dropping my phone into the aforementioned.
Why do I always hear this music when you tell a story like that? Boop, 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 boop.
Are you going to get a fence for that yard?
No, they're fine. I have a great thing. It's about half the size of a deck of cards, and it clips on a baseball cap. And it's a light.
It's like a million lumens or something.
No, it's tremendously valuable at night when you're trying to do this.
Yeah.
And it's also garbage day in my street, so I was able to just take the bags and heave them into a garbage can.
I take great pride in garbage day because my garbage cans, I'm the first one out, and I'm also the first one back.
Same here.
Yeah, me
Same.
too.
I take great pride in that.
Yep.
I notice some of my neighbors, and you know who I'm talking about. They leave their cans out a day later.
Oh,
Well, some of us have to because
Losers.
people come by and clean them for us, and they do it the next day.
Wait a minute.
This is a whole new
Someone garbage can?
I need that phone number, and
Yes.
I'm not joking.
Bin scrub, they're great. I'll say it out loud. Yes.
They come out.
They
And
come every, I think, 5 or 6
What do you
weeks
do
or
to your
something.
garbage can that it's so dirty?
They get dirty.
They get dirty.
You think those
Come on.
dismembered bodies clean themselves?
They get dirty, but you just let them be dirty.
No, God, they
Or just
stink.
take a hose and go shh.
No.
You pay a service to do this.
Yeah, it's great.
Don't you pay a service to pick up the dog poop?
Yes.
Mr. Biscuit.
What exactly do you do?
Mr. Biscuit, thank you. What do I do?
She suffers through our existence so that she can actually pay these services.
Well, like you, this morning my dog wouldn't go in her crate, or his crate, and I looked at him and I go, what the hell? What's going on? Well, apparently he had gotten sick in it. So I was a little late this morning, so I cleaned up. I clean up after dogs a lot.
Yeah, me too. That's the price you pay for the love that you get from the big
That's
sweeties.
right.
Once again, coming up, if we ever get through sports, we'll have the story about dogs in South Carolina and how to become famous.
Have you ever spent more time picking up dog toys than you ever did with your children?
Yes.
How did they, I got a basket and
My
everything.
cat takes a toy out, plays with it, puts it right back in.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
One of my dogs, she does put her toy back.
Oh, my gosh,
The
that's
other one-
adorable.
The other one does not.
No.
Doesn't care for it.
I got a suggestion for you. Don't get those real hard, chewy dog toys that are the same color as dog poop. Because when you come around the corner, you go, oh, my God.
Who manufactured those?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hey, anybody seen the dog's turd bone?
And by the way, while we're
then you realize, he didn't release a turd that's a perfect Y shape.
while we're thanking people, what with bin scrub?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank Mr. Dumpster. He brought over a dumpster, dumpsterondemand.com, and there's a hymen between
A hymen?
Okay, good.
Is it there now?
Is that
Is
sports?
it there now so we can use your dumpster?
dumpsterondemand.com.
I have a lot of paint and tires.
I came and got it.
Let's go. We have to take a break. We'll come back and try to get back to the sports page. Coming up, we have
Bob Huggins, West Virginia basketball coach, made
don't read that
headlines.
story. We have a monkey shortage And we have an NFL scheduling story that's actually kind of interesting.
And do you like to snoop on other people's phones? We'll have that story coming up.
Monsters.
Yeah, not really, but give me your phone. I'll check it out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
For the seminar.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin, Performance Room.
Yes.
Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Check.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold taking some time. He's in L.A.
He's going to call this morning. We'll see what's going on in Los Angeles, California with Willie. Also coming up, John Feinstein, author. He's got a new book out. We'll talk to John. He's the writer famous for a couple of the biggest selling books in sports journalism ever, including A Good Walk Spoiled. Speaking of sports, our man in the sports page is Chick McGee. He's right over there. I can see him. What's going on?
This happened a couple days ago. West Virginia basketball coach Bob Huggins has apologized for using a homophobic slur to refer to Xavier Musketeer fans.
Let's go around the room, see if we can guess what it is.
Let's not.
And also had insults for Catholics at the same time. Huggins, a former longtime coach at UC, Xavier's crosstown rival, of course. This was a call to a Cincinnati radio station on Monday. Huggins was asked whether he had a chance of landing a Xavier player through the transfer portal. Huggins referred to, evidently, rubber penises were thrown on the court at Xavier before he used a homophobic slur about that situation. His friends call him Hugs. Mm-hmm. Huggins later apologized and said he used a completely insensitive and abhorrent phrase that there simply is no excuse for. West Virginia's athletic department called Huggins' comments offensive and said it's reviewing the matter. And I think we all know the word he used.
Okay.
And in by the way, sports.
Oh, by the way, what?
Vegas beat Edmonton 5-1 in the NHL last night.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The playoffs.
Was it a good game? Did you watch?
I did watch a little bit of it.
Okay.
By the way, sports part 2, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the NHL draft lottery and the right to select Connor Bedard with the first pick. Chicago had the third highest odds of winning at 11.5%.
Wow.
They do the kind of a lottery like the NBA does, Tom. The NFL said they'll be revealing the 2023 season schedule Thursday. That's day after tomorrow, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. They call him Shefty. I don't know why. Some of the new changes include the NFL will have a Black Friday game for the first time ever. Thank goodness. The more games are on, the more days, the better I like it. Games don't necessarily belong to networks anymore. All games are free agents. They've started easing that in. It used to be CBS had the AFC and Fox had the NFC, and that's kind of not the way it is.
Games belong to us now.
What is
They make more money.
Here we go. Here's a question I won't be able to answer, but you feel compelled to ask it.
Well, they typically do 3 games on Thanksgiving. So now they're going to just do 1 game the day after.
No, they're going to have Thanksgiving Day games as well, Tom.
Right. And then they're going to add one the next day.
Yeah, that's very good. That's Black Friday.
Yeah.
That really wasn't a question at all.
That's pretty smart to have a Black Friday game.
Yeah.
Teams can be on Thursday Night Football, as my mother would say, twice. And not all teams are guaranteed to have a primetime spot.
Oh.
That's right. Be better.
That's
and
right.
You'll play primetime.
Be better, and you'll be on the TV.
Makes sense.
It'll continue to suck. You won't be on
Yeah.
television.
Hey, how come we're not on primetime? You suck.
That's right. The Milwaukee Brewers, Major League Baseball, have changed their minds about extending beer sales beyond the 7th inning of home games.
You know, we tried it, and there were problems. So we're going to go ahead and...
Last month, the Brewers decided to extend beer sales through the 8th inning in response to the shorter games this season following the pitch clock's arrival. However, the team is now going back to their previous policy of shutting down beer sales after the 7th. It just makes good sense.
Yeah,
really.
Maybe they should have a pitcher clock for the pitchers of beer. So I think the fans are actually adjusting their drinking so they're getting their same buzz, even though the game may be 30 minutes shorter.
Is there's got to be a limit on how many pitchers you can buy, right? When you go up, probably.
I've
two.
never bought an actual.
You can buy a
of beer
pitcher at a ball game.
Never bought it.
In a loge.
Man.
Yeah, sure.
You buy a bucket? I know.
Yeah.
And you don't judge me, but I know at Chuck E. Cheese you can only buy 2 beers at once, no matter how you argue with them. And say, I'm an adult. I'm a grown-ass man.
I'd love to see. And you're yelling at Chucky.
Come here, mouse. Let me tell you
Poking
something.
him in the furry shoulder.
You pro-lactate son of a... No, that's
What?
not right. What's a cheese thing? Allergy? Milk
Lactose
allergy?
intolerant.
Lactose. You lactose.
I'm intolerant of you.
Lactose lover.
You rat.
You rat. You're a rat. The Brewers said that keeping beer vendors open for another inning was not producing a significant increase in sales. I find that hard to believe, but that's what they say.
Okay.
Chaos erupted at a rugby match in France. It was chaos, Josh. A bull was on the field.
Oh.
Call it the pitch over there.
Yeah. Oh,
CNN
wow.
reports that the bull escaped from a pre-match parade.
It's a good idea.
You know, they have Super Bowl parades here every year.
Yeah.
And,
You'll see a
NBA
horse.
champion- Yeah, you'll see a
Yeah.
horse.
But it isn't like Pamplona where they release the...
Release the bulls. Even in Chicago, where the stockyards, they probably have bulls up there.
Probably,
Ready
yeah.
to go. Trot them on down. You never saw any.
No, they don't do it because they know bulls in a parade. Well, Bulls on Parade is a great Rage song, but
If the Chicago Bulls didn't have a bull in their parade,
right,
what
makes these folks think it's okay?
Yeah.
CNN reports that the bull escaped from a pre-match parade and rampaged around the field as players were warming up.
As a bull will do.
I feel especially bad for the red team.
Is that really a thing, or is it just the way they're moving the cloth back and forth? It could be any color.
I don't know.
Do bulls see color?
I don't know that.
What, like a biologist? I don't know.
I know bulls do
think
not
it's-
see color.
I think
They're
the
very
standard,
progressive.
The joke is essentially revolves around the redness of the cape. You see,
Of course, yeah. That's the.
One doesn't dissect it.
You know, I don't see color. Okay.
I don't
I'm
see.
just a man.
I don't see joy.
I see a man.
Bulls have no red receptors in their retinas, making them colorblind to even the swankiest of capes.
Well, thank you, joke killer. So it wouldn't matter if the team wearing red.
Hang on, she'll be able to redeem herself. Can you look up the name Gilbert Brutus?
All right, we need Tom. We need a public
Standard
retraction
say.
of that joke that you
Standard
told, please.
spelling.
Now that you've been.
It doesn't matter if the team was wearing red. The Bulls would go after all of them.
Okay, thank you.
Gilbert Brutus is a rugby league stadium in France.
But who was Gilbert Brutus have a stadium named after him? Does it say anything
It's
about
actually
a brutal
stayed
dictator, but
Gilbert
otherwise.
Brutus.
All right, it's 4:00.
A very evil despot.
Let's kill 9 more.
He was a French rugby union player, referee, coach, politician, born in 1887 in France.
Oh, if he's born that long time ago, there's got to be some skeletons.
There's blood under his
Probably
nails.
smoked during the games.
Ate soup out of the skull. You know,
Yeah.
So
Well, that's how one did
it's
it.
the old adage. I went to a bullfight and a rugby match broke out. Oh, wait a minute. No, I went to a rugby match and a bullfight broke out. Okay.
Yeah, that old
So
chestnut.
did the bull kill anybody?
After a period of chaos, sorry, Christy, Scattering players and spectators across the field, the bull was captured by the bull's handlers. The match itself proved more successful for the Catalans Dragons. They secured a 24-12 win over the reigning Super League champion, St. Helens Volcanoes.
Wonder if the bull knows the touch command.
Let me look that up.
Oh, yeah.
Bulls cannot respond to touch command.
Get the dog whisperer over there. See if you can train a bull. Doesn't he just go make that noise with his mouth?
Something. I don't know what he did. Yeah.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, the dog's
I don't
Caesar Romero or whatever his name
Caesar Milan.
Caesar Romero is
the Joker.
Is the Joker in the
I'll train your puppy.
60s era Batman.
If it isn't the Dublin Donut.
He's the guy that refused to shave off his mustache for the role, so they just painted it white.
Oh, I loved Batman as a kid.
Hilarious.
That's a man, right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Coming up, we have what in sports?
World records.
Okay, good.
And Andrew Luck isn't back in sports.
Oh.
All right. And are you a snooper? Do you want to grab your mate's phone and go through it?
No.
The numbers are they're really interesting. How many people do that? It's not my thing, but whatever. Right now, I want to remind you that we've declared this the food season because, let's face it, everything's changing out there. The sun is coming out. I saw it yesterday for a brief period of time. Check local listings. It's spring. It's almost summer. And that means it's time to switch your food routine. And the easiest way to do that, and the best way where you save money and get great food, is by checking in with HelloFresh. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Why the BT Show 16? Well, this is a special program with 16 free meals and free shipping. I'll tell you about that in just a second. HelloFresh, how does it work? They do the shopping. So they actually buy the stuff that you're going to put together. They do the measuring. So you are essentially getting a kit. You take it and you put together the food. And we're not talking about just average food. We're talking about fresh ingredients. And we're also talking about great recipes curated by expert chefs. Something special going on this week, by the way, and this month, I should say, to celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Authentic recipes created by Chef Serbi Sani from the famous restaurant Tagmo in New York City. So a little bit of something exotic. Also, I got to remind you, they've got everything from left to right when it comes to food. Pescatarian, vegetarian over here, and over that way, you've got good old-fashioned comfort food. They've got a wholesome and family stuff and fitness recipes, so you can find what you're looking for every month. So check it out. HelloFresh, by the way, very easy to swap proteins, etc., etc. Save money, knock off your to-do list of something great for your taste buds. Fun to teach the kids to cook, by the way, and a lot easier because they've done the measuring. Also great for date night, Josh. Oh, yeah. Hey, pass me the salsa, baby. Get 16 free meals and free shipping with the code BTShow16 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's BT Show 16, like Bob Tom Show 16. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Coming up, this is the scariest story. All I'm going to say is, do you remember the fizzies when you were a kid? Those tablets you'd heave in water to make sort of an instant soft drink?
Oh, yeah, I do. I remember
the
those.
fizzies, and I remember the horrible rumor that went around.
Well, coming up, there is a new kind of fizzies. You're not going to believe it when you see it. It's probably a terrible idea. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Flex your business with an American Express Business Gold Card. You'll earn 4 times membership rewards points on your top 2 eligible spending categories, like transit and electronics, each month, on up to $150K in combined purchases per year. Plus, you can now earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold, built for business by American Express.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
And the performance room. It's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Song an hour. You did one last hour and another one this hour. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, if he didn't do another song this morning, I wouldn't blame him.
I thought that was fun.
It was fun for us.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey,
It
Willie
was 2
Griswold.
lines. How hard did he have to work?
Willie Griswold.
I gave up.
Pitching a pilot.
I mean, is there more to that song?
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Well, why didn't you play it?
Well, do you want to do it?
Look, let's be honest. We didn't deserve it the way we were acting.
No, you're fine.
Oh, come on. Please, please,
If you're gonna,
please,
we have to set it up.
No, we've already done it. Let's move on.
No.
So what you're saying is it's the rest of the song really isn't worthy of...
Not really.
Okay.
It's like a one-liner.
Now he's fibbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just move forward here. We have some sporting news. Then we'll get to something interesting in the world of THC.
Oh, really? Hey, morons. This is Paul. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. You guys get me through my mornings. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
My
what
wife,
you
and my wife and I were talking about Ace Cosby's joke of the day, how they're so stupid. So I Googled stupid jokes, and what I found was all Ace Cosby jokes. Tell Ace to Google good jokes. You're welcome. That's Paul Garrett.
Ace, your rebuttal?
Humor's subjective. You know. That's right. Some people just don't get it.
I'll answer
maybe
for you, Ace. Paul, the line form's right over here to kiss Ace's ass, okay? If you don't like his jokes, I can't help you. I enjoy each and every one.
I'd like to think right now on one of our nation's great highways, tires are squealing as a 18-wheeler makes a sharp turn.
Well, I think the only defense is...
Man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Aladdin has been banned from the magic carpet race.
Why?
Apparently, he's been using performance-enhancing rugs.
Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Very silly.
You find that in the internet there, buddy.
Yeah, Paul. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, AladdinJokes.com.
Yeah, jerk.
Okay. That was lovely. Thank you, Ace.
Little Mermaid's coming out soon, Tom. You gonna take the girls?
Is that a live action?
Yes. It is a live action
deal. Yeah, Reggie took the kids. Reggie Miller took the kids the other night.
To the premiere?
Yeah, it was on the Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure undoubtedly that'll be in the...
What? In the queue,
yes,
you'll be there.
I
Yes.
suffered through...
Wait a minute.
whatever
Did
it is,
I ask
the
if
Mario Brothers, whatever the hell that was.
Did I ask if it was live action?
Yeah.
And it is.
Yes.
Yeah, which I'm excited about because I'll feel less guilty masturbating to it.
Thanks.
So you have an aerial thing.
See that
yeah.
coming.
Someone get in my car. I got to go take it.
Well, that was the first,
I wish I could have gotten through that.
That was the first porn I saw. Was
a mermaid?
No, it was cartoons.
Oh,
it was a
okay.
cartoon.
So you're into
It was a
mermaids, huh?
Who is?
Now, do you like? Where do you like the fish part to start? You like to go fish from the waist up or fish from
That's
the
right.
waist down?
I like a fish head.
A fish head.
Staring at you.
Yes.
I don't think
I put half my body in its mouth.
Doesn't anyone want to know what the cartoon was that I first saw? That was
Wasn't it? If I remember correctly,
Flintstones.
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't the Flintstones.
Felix the
Fred
Cat.
and Barney. No, it was
Charlie Brown.
Blondie and
Peanut.
Dagwood.
It was Peanuts. That's exactly right.
Lockhorns.
You found Peanuts erotic?
Well, the way it was drawn, I did. Yeah. Charlie Brown came by for a therapy session for a nickel, and he got a lot more than that.
Wow.
Oh, I see.
Was it Lucy or Peppermint Patty?
It was Lucy. No,
I saw one where Charlie Brown went up to Peppermint Patty and said, "You want to have sex?" And Patty said, "No, thanks."
Oh, so you're implying it.
That's always been.
I'm implying.
Could we?
I think Schultz implied.
Yeah, I think, now Scooby Doo. Now we're talking.
Oh, Velma.
That's
Velma?
kinky.
Yeah.
She's the hottest one on that show.
Could we
Velma.
move forward?
Daphne way hotter.
Sorry, no. You like those
Next.
painted up blondes.
She's a redhead.
The Indianapolis Colts. Colts have requested that NFL officials investigate officially the possibility of improper contact between the Washington Commanders and former Colts quarterback Andrew Luck. ESPN reports the Colts were considering pursuing the matter after learning that in 2022, what are their names, Tom? Josh, the team?
The Commanders.
That's them. They made
Strong,
attempts
proud name.
to learn whether Luck had any interest in returning to the NFL. He said he did, so that left the Commanders out.
Wait a minute.
Colts owner Jim Irsay tweeted, if any NFL team attempted to contact Andrew Luck or any associate of him to play for their franchise, it would be a clear violation of the league's tampering policy. And the Dolphins most recently got caught tampering, their fingers in the cookie jar.
Okay, I'm confused.
They were debited a draft pick.
I'm confused.
Of course.
Andrew Luck is retired, right? So why is it? Why is it
the landscape is littered with?
But why
NFL
is it the Colts
players,
business?
Because that's the contract that he had.
He got paid what, $28 million to walk,
and if he comes back, he has to talk to the Colts first, or maybe the Colts get compensation.
That makes sense, Christy. So,
Sure it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In that case, it does. Because he didn't properly finish out his contract necessarily.
Okay.
And if you've seen him lately, he's
I have not
lost a significant amount of weight. He's not.
He looks great, but
but he's not in.
You had no
NFL
idea
quarterback shape.
how big he was. Yeah, before.
I like Luck. I like him.
With a little luck, we can work it out.
I could use a refund on my tickets for the 7 mediocre seasons.
Just start charging the people you give those tickets to. We'll make that money back.
How about that? Let's not get carried away.
Oh, no, we don't.
David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most. I take it all back. I love this. The most tennis balls caught while wearing boxing gloves.
Now, is he doing this stationary or is he riding a unicycle?
With the ambidextrous, I thought it was amphibian if you could use both left and right.
No, that's
what Donnie Baker said.
Are you sure?
Amphibious? Okay.
Ambidextrous Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
The true hero of these.
Throwing tennis balls, David was able to catch a total of 81 tennis balls in 1 minute, beating the previous record of 74.
I don't think I could do that with my hands.
I don't think I could either. 84. They're coming at you pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're wearing boxing gloves. And once again, we'd like to point out Jonathan Hollywood Hannon has contacted us and wants to start exploring setting his own records.
I'd like to help him out.
Exclusively with
But Jim Irsay recently tweeted, anybody who contacts
tampers with
Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
What record would we try to break with him? Have you thought about that?
The most bullets caught with his teeth. How about that?
That's just mean.
There's one. Oh, wait a minute.
The most children that go unrecognized.
Wives neglected.
You know, there's a psychological reason that you go through all your children's names, but here he is. I see what he's doing. Well, that's not. Is he back? Okay.
You know, it looks tough on the back.
It's just we're watching a video of David Rush just catching the.
He's doing it all right. He's
guess-
not missing any.
No, he's not.
I guess everyone is a catch.
Yeah, it is.
If you miss one, do you have to start over?
Yes, I would think so.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
See, you just
missed one. Okay, good.
You know what they need for this is a pregame show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're looking live at the latest.
No, it'd be much better if someone wearing a boxing glove came in and punched somebody. 1, 2, 3.
I like these guys.
They're having fun.
I like Hollywood Hannon. He seems like
I like David Rush.
Do you think they hang out and drink beer and barbecue?
I guarantee they have a nice
think they want anything to do with each other.
Okay.
That's what I think.
No, they're the
It's all
dean and chair.
speculation. Is that sports?
No.
There's more?
Peterhead? No.
Tom has wanted sports over with before it even started.
He gave
What's
him-
going on?
And there's like so,
I just looked over. He was yawning. I think I know what's going
like
on.
30.
He gave him 30 stories today.
Everything I've been doing. And have you noticed this? And I don't know how I've missed this over the years, but when I'm reading the story, he reads it with me.
Oh, yeah,
have you
he
noticed
does that. Oh,
Are you just making sure he says what you want?
Boy,
I'm hoping he
boy, is that irritating.
eventually gets to the point.
Okay, I'm going to throw him under the bus. It's a long show, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to spend some time. How do you do that every morning?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to have to stretch some stuff.
There's not a lot of news.
And then I start, and you go, what are you doing?
Is that it?
stretching
Are you
stuff?
done? Over?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Next. Rather listen to my own farts.
Next. Fart. Next. Over 500 people came together in the United Kingdom to attempt the Guinness World Record for the largest.
I read this one. So that's
The
why I'm
largest
laughing.
human image of a crown.
All right.
According to the BBC, those who attended the Big Lunch Coronation Tea Party.
Now, is this where Tom goes, though? There's an obvious gay component.
What'd you say? You know, the fur, the robe, and the crown.
How dare
I'm just saying, if a Martian were watching the coronation, they'd be going, wow, that is really gay.
The Big Lunch Coronation Tea Party at Broomhill Common in Orpington.
Orpington.
That's right down the road from Badger's Clef.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
Snatcher's Willow.
Snatcher's Drift.
Snatcher's Willow.
Drift, that's right.
Yeah, there's an aerial shot of this.
Pussy's Willow.
Yes.
And it's just a bunch of people.
Oh, is it Pussy Willows or Pussy's Willow?
Pussy
Willows.
Willow.
Okay.
It's a bunch of people, and they're wearing different color clothing. So from the up above, it looks like a.
I was explaining what I should be reading.
Oh, go ahead, explain it.
Those who attended the Big Lunch Coronation Tea Party wore purple, yellow, and white ponchos for the challenge. Organizers used a PA system and a drone to corral a total of 539.
All right, purple's over there.
And two positions.
As King Charles called it, a crown made of peasants.
Yes.
My subjects.
Look,
And this
when
is
you
one
look
of
at
those-
it they resembles
Yeah,
anything.
Have you seen?
They fail.
Have you seen the first
Have you seen
official portrait? Well, that's not a.
That's a group of people.
Now, this would be impressive if they did it with dyed cats. All right, the purple cats go over here.
Yes.
Have you seen the first official King Charles?
I couldn't
photo?
care less, and
Yes.
the answer is no.
He looks absolutely lost. He has no idea which way to look. His picture, he had no what a camera
Boy,
is.
wouldn't you hate to have a leader like that in your country?
Next thing you know, he'll be doddering. I know it. I know. And this is one of those where it's not a world record yet. This is going to be submitted for approval. I hope they give him pictures.
I don't think they're going
of
to
this
get it.
half-assed crown that they tried to make, because that is not a good effort at all.
Has he? So
Here's-
can he?
Here's the king. That's his official portrait.
He looks quite.
Fine.
You know what?
Tom?
Tom's right.
Okay.
I said he was lost.
I am going to defend myself right now.
He's out of his mind.
Wait a second. I can win this argument very quickly.
All right.
Looks like a man playing dress.
You and I have both seen the stage play Hamilton. I've seen it 3 times.
So.
And it's Hamilton, and there is a really great comic moment in Hamilton where the king, it happens, twice during the play? The king sings, and it's really, really funny. And the guy that does it in a very effeminate way. Is that fair to say?
Enthusiastic.
And that portrait of
Enthusiastically, not necessarily a feminine way. Just, no, I'm not participating in this.
So you're saying the portrait of King Charles looks like
it looks like he's about to break out in.
He kind of looks ridiculous. It looks like a grown man.
He is holding.
You know how
orb.
at
He's
weddings
the
now
orb
they
and
have
the
like
scepter.
photo booths and they have all these stuff you can wear.
He looks like
That's what
the
it looks
loser,
like.
the loser on Queer Eye.
Well,
After they finished him off.
He looks unconvincing.
I know, despite the way I act on the air, I don't want our show to be over.
me either.
No, it just,
I'm saying it looks much like the costume.
it looks like a
in
costume.
Hamilton.
Yes, it doesn't look like anything real.
There you go.
Well, it's
now
not.
I can be on board.
But if you've seen Hamilton, you've seen that presentation, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
I haven't.
All right. Well,
Not everyone interprets it that way. Believe me.
Really?
You're warped.
No, I see the truth that others are pretending to ignore.
Oh, boy.
He believes that.
boy.
He really believes that.
Don't admit it looks ridiculous.
Yes.
It does look
If
silly.
if the president of the United States, I don't care which one, any of the last 5 presidents dressed like that, it would be like a National Lampoon cover.
Now wait a minute.
Can you imagine if Joe Biden or Donald Trump, I'm not trying to...
Any of them.
Any of them walked out dressed like that.
Well, we're not known for having a king, having a monarchy.
Thank God.
It's the same outfit they've worn for billions of years.
He is holding the orb of death. Have
Yes,
you seen that?
yes.
It's just, yeah.
Whoever he throws it into the crowd.
Maybe it's because
and
he's so
whoever catches
slight. He just doesn't seem kingly to me.
And do they have his ears pinned down? It looks like his ears are.
Which president could pull that off? Do you think?
A king? I don't know if anyone.
That particular.
I'll tell you who, and still pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. Probably.
That's what I was fishing for, and you got the right answer.
Billy C. could
Talk to
wear
the
a
prune
robe.
king, baby.
That's right.
You think this scepter's
Look under
nice?
this
You know what?
robe.
Not anymore. I don't think. Just because he's so frail looking.
He is
but
frail.
yeah.
Okay. Well, is that sports?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Christy, give me the teaser, will you, please?
Yeah, coming up, we have farts in the news, kind of.
We do.
We have fizzy tablets, and we have, are you a snooper? Do you like to go through people's
Underwear
devices?
drawers. I get devices.
Underwear drawers.
No.
Coming up, we'll talk with John Feinstein, the author of many great books about sports, and he's got a new one. We're going to talk to him about that coming up and see what his take is on the latest thing in the world of sports. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
So happy to be here today.
That sounded insincere.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Very sincere.
Aren't you happy to be here, Pat?
Yeah.
Me too.
We need a song from you, Pat.
Yes, we're happy to be here.
I've seen you frantically rehearsing something.
Happy days are...
I have a work in progress, but I'm just a little worried about it. I may need some edits, but
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, chick.
You
You almost said the I ate Steven Singer.
I hate the Stevens. There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold in Los Angeles.
I wanted him to re-up.
Appearing on The Price is Right later today.
We do what we got to do, don't we?
Chick McGee.
Wouldn't that be great if Willie showed up on The Price is
That
Right?
would be hilarious.
Is the taping of The Price is Right affected by the writer's strike?
I would think it would have to be.
Because I know
right?
Jeopardy is and things like that, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I would think so. Now, coming up, we're going to talk with Willie G in Los Angeles. John Feinstein, the very fine sports writer.
The very fine. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Floyd.
Hey, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Jeopardy program.
Good.
You're welcome.
Yeah, fine show.
I guess I should have said that in the form of a question.
Nice.
I heard you talking about that trucker who crashed and spilled 1 million bees on the road last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot to clean it up, I reckon. If you ask me, that's one hell of a honey-do list.
Yeah, that's a lot to do.
I've had that happen before, of course. Not spilled bees, but I lost my load.
Oh, yeah?
To a one-eyed lot lizard named Wiki in a truck stop parking lot in Kokomo. Just north of Indianapolis. As far as Big D knows, that never happened, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Boy, it's just not the same without Tucker, isn't it?
Yeah, your evening's different.
I don't know if you noticed, but even Glenn Beck crossed him off the board.
Wow.
But at least we still have Huckabee.
Okay.
I don't know if I told y'all, but I went to a wedding last weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was beautiful. Everyone there was crying. I looked over at the wedding cake. Even it was in tears.
Very nice.
How have I never heard that? But that's a fine joke.
That is great.
Thank you. Thank you, Floyd.
Real quick, today in sports history.
Oh, wow.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
On this day, May 9th, 1984.
Oh.
It takes the Chicago White Sox 25 innings, 8 hours, and 6 minutes over 2 days to finally defeat the Milwaukee Brewers 7-6.
Oh,
yes.
They cut it up?
Yes, even to it stands today. It's the longest game in Major League Baseball history.
Wow.
There you go. Maybe 2 days, Tom.
I was recently stuck on the portion of the Dan Ryan just up by that stadium. I could have watched the whole thing.
I was there that same day.
Yeah.
And this is from Paul for Dear Christy Lee. It
Yes?
says, I love the name of your poop removal company, Mr. Biscuit, but ours is better. This is in southern Indiana. It's called Call of Duty.
Oh, sure.
I
yeah.
like that.
That is pretty good.
Thank you, Paul.
Call of Duty.
Do you think they're wearing the headsets? And,
Do they spell it Doody?
No, it's Doodee.
Oh, Duty.
Oh, that'll keep the lawyers off them.
And actually, we have a partial commercial for Mr. Biscuit.
Call Mr. Biscuit. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Biscuit.
Now
I want biscuits and gravy, thanks.
Okay. I know you've got something of in the realm of news over there?
Of course I do. Officials in Texas are saying several high school students were hospitalized following a so-called fart prank.
Is that right?
You know, it's that time of year, senior prank. KHOU reports 6 students at Caney Creek High School were taken to the hospital for headaches after a concerning odor permeated throughout the building.
Oh, maybe in the stink bombs?
The school was evacuated and shut down while fire marshals and hazmat teams,
because they're trying to fart, they're giving themselves headaches,
tried to determine the cause of the smell. Caney Creek Fire and Rescue later said a student confessed to bringing a highly concentrated prank stink spray called Hezingot fart spray.
Oh, boy.
School officials promised parents that the school district is working with the district attorney's office and will address to the fullest extent of the student code of conduct
relax.
and the laws of the state of Texas.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking up this stuff.
Fart spray.
Hezingot.
It's Hezingot fart spray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can buy it. By the way, it comes in potent and extra strong. God, this is ridiculous.
Huh.
Is this imported?
I don't know.
It sounds German, doesn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's an odd spelling. HENSGAUKT. Are you telling me that American technology cannot produce?
We have to outsource our fart spray?
A high-quality fart spray?
Come on.
You know, so this must be so strong they had to evacuate the school?
Yeah, 6 people had headaches, enough to get sick and go home.
Every year, some sort of stink bomb or whatever was let off in our school.
Oh, really?
And it was usually around this time of year.
Yeah, senior prank day.
We used to have occasional snow days, but we never had. Well, it's a fart day. Go get your sled and go have
Remember
some fun
your favorite senior prank? Do you remember the story we had about the goats?
I know exactly what the best senior prank ever.
Yeah.
They took, what is it? They took 4 goats and numbered them 1, 2, 4, 5.
No, they took...
Right?
They took 3
goats and numbered them 1, 2, 4.
Right.
That's amazing.
Well, that's the right way to tell the story.
So they were just the real prank is that they were
looking for the missing goat. Whether it was 5 or 4 really is not relevant to the story. The essence of the prank was
taken 29 goats and numbered them 1 through 30. You jerk. It's not the right story. It's not.
You're once again. This is like the
wrong.
king thing. You're arguing the wrong side of this.
Nope, you're wrong. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Show that picture of the king to.
Be careful what emails you open
American
up today.
5th grade.
Okay.
Christy, your daughter's not that long ago graduated high school.
Yes, they didn't do any senior pranks.
Did they have a senior skip day?
They had a senior water fight day or something, I remember. Yeah, where they...
You have any pictures of that?
No.
Did they?
They were all 18 years of age.
Of course. Then I don't want
Did you do the traditional upper decker?
No, nobody did that.
No.
We did
the traditional.
We did have senior skip day.
So, but if your girl said, "Hey, Mom, tomorrow's senior skip day, may we skip?" What would you have said?
I said, heck yeah.
When you do the upper decker, do you actually get kit and caboodle, if you will, up over the tank, or do you take the scoop?
No! You've got to raw dog it. You got to.
Yeah, you got to.
Right.
That's half the beauty of it is hovering up there and hoping you hit pay dirt.
Hot off the
you've
press.
done that.
No, he has.
No way.
I'm still trying to buy Hens Gawked fart spray.
I couldn't do senior skip day because
Why?
I was in a play, and the director said if you do senior skip day, you can't be at play rehearsal, and therefore you
wouldn't be able to perform.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
What a
What was the play?
Sad and real nerdy.
What was the play?
Oh, that year, Grease.
Death of a Salesman?
Grease.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
That was
Grease?
Kanicki.
Wow.
Big
Wow.
role, yeah.
What a
Very
stretch.
big role.
Wow. Yeah.
Remember any of the songs?
Original music.
Grease Lightning. Yeah. Go Grease Lightning, you better hold a hurdy ho.
Did you
I
have
scattered most of it.
Did you have a solo?
Yeah, Grease Lightning. Yeah.
Did she put up a fight?
Yeah, they may want to
Tell me more.
That doesn't suggest what you think it suggests.
Really? A sexual assault?
Back then, putting up a fight was part of the dance.
Is that right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
No means
It's
maybe.
all part
You
of the
dance, then the assault begins.
It's all part of the
No,
romance.
didn't mean no. It
It's a different
means kiss
time.
my neck and try again in 20 minutes. Is that what it
Well,
meant?
she didn't want to seem the hussy, did she?
Hussy. Have you ever said the word hussy in a serious way, Tom?
No.
You don't want to come off as a Jezebel.
How about round heel?
Round heels? Oh, of course. That's commonly used.
Yes.
Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Well, we still have a couple of more high school stories. One is a school that's threatening to remove the toilet paper. Another,
That's
a
gonna
young man
backfire.
stole a school bus. And we have South Carolina looking for a cute, adorable doggy.
Isn't that nice?
If you Google this fart spray, it's like everything else on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of different types available, sadly. But I guess that the Hens Gawked apparently is the Rolls Royce of fart spray. I guess in this case, the BMW. The German. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Are we coming back after all this?
Yeah, we are.
maybe.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an gestural implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Ah.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. Willie Griswold in Los Angeles.
Hollywood.
Today, we're being told we're going to talk with Willie here any
Let
moment.
the boy sleep in.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's, it's 5 a.m.
Yeah, and he's out there living it up in L.A.
We'll find out what's going on with Willie G. Also, John Feinstein coming up in a few minutes.
Looking for that Los Angeles booty.
We'll see what's happening. But right now, we turn to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
A Minnesota company has created dissolvable THC tablets for beverages. Fizzy THC's disposable beverage tablets allow you, the consumer, to infuse your favorite drinks with low doses of THC.
Oh, boy.
Brand said its tablets are Delta 9 hemp-derived products that are tasteless, odorless, and fast-acting.
Why do you have to add anything like that to your favorite drink? I mean, I was having a Jack and Coke the other night, and it was one of those, I came to the realization.
Yeah.
That,
Fizzy THC founder and CEO David Gonzalez Cameron said our dissolvable tablets are great for people who want an alternative to alcohol or who want something different from a cannabis seltzer.
Okay. So you could have a...
you could have a Jack and Coke and hemp 9, I guess.
a Jack and Coke and weed? Wow. A Jack and Toke?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Plop, plop, buzz, buzz.
Yes.
That's interesting. I'm surprised that's even legal.
I would imagine the dosage, they say low dose, so it must
Hemp
be...
9's legal almost everywhere.
What's that?
It's a derivative of cannabis, but supposedly doesn't have THC in it.
Oh, okay, but this does. And
No, well,
these are THC tablets.
it's a Delta 9, which is a hemp-derived product. So
It's from cannabis.
I heard that.
Cannabis.
Can you get that on you think you can get that on a college campus?
Can you?
Campus.
So you could throw this thing in anything. You could
put it.
Put it in your cereal.
Oh,
could you put it in liquor?
I guess. Why
Absolutely.
not?
Get there quicker, right?
I suppose so.
Why would you put it in your cereal?
Wake and bake.
Oh, Christy.
You know, snap,
Fizzy milk?
snap, crackle, and pot.
Why? Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Extra Cheerios.
Why do you put bourbon on cornflakes? I don't know.
So I'm sorry. So it's got THC, and they're calling it. What's the exact name of it?
It's called Fizzy THC's dissolvable beverage tablets.
That seems a little clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What if Bill Cosby will do that?
I think he has his own recipe.
Yeah. I don't think he
works
wants
for him.
Wants him high. He wants him unconscious.
I just remember as a
learn to know the difference.
as a kid that the commercials for Fizzies.
I don't remember the commercial.
Yeah, you'd throw these tablets and it would turn any glass of water into a soft drink.
I remember that.
And I remember the commercials looked really cool, but as I recall, they didn't taste great. Did you ever
they
have
didn't.
those, Pat?
We did.
You had like this. You could
The cola flavor.
Yeah, you could make your own Coke with a.
Wasn't that the one of the reasons that they had to start the truth in advertising laws? Children and toys and things like that, they just go wild with all these claims and disappointed children all across
over the
country.
world. Yeah.
What was the most disappointing toy you ever got?
Boy.
I know for me it was the vacuum form.
The vacuum form.
This thing would heat up, and you would take these squares of plastic the sizes of like Velveeta cheese things, and you'd put them in this, and it was really dangerous. It would get real hot, and you could melt it and make little car bodies and stuff. But in the commercial, of course, they have airplanes flying around.
Actually
these really cool-looking painted cars. And
I had the Incredible Time Machine. It was this little capsule and you put squares of plastic in it and heat them up, and dinosaurs would pop out of the squares. And then you could put them back in the Incredible Time, heat them up, and then they had a masher that you could mash them back down into squares.
Oh, really?
Do it all over.
Oh.
That's
and
kind of cool.
That heated up to about 1,000 degrees.
All of our toys heated up. We had
we had the Easy Bake
Oven where it took hours to make brownies
I understand that when you would make the pork with the Easy Bake, there were some problems.
Did you have the creepy crawlers where you'd pour that plastic, the little plastic in the molds, and then heat it up and it made bugs and stuff?
Yep. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, but yeah, I just remember Fizzy's I don't even know if they still make them. But the new Fizzy THC.
Okay.
You can make your Capri
Somebody
Sun.
grew up with it. Yeah.
I don't know how you'd get it in there.
You'd have to cut the pouch open.
Well, it comes with a straw, so you mash it up.
There you go.
Sniff it with the straw, and then you just pound the Capri Sun.
Coming up, we're going to talk with writer John Feinstein about his new book,
Johnny F.
And we're hoping to hook up with Willie G at some point this morning. I think we're getting pretty close to finding him here.
Finding Willie?
Finding Willie. He is in Los Angeles,
Our
California.
new game show, Finding Willie.
He's in line.
There he is. And I can see him.
Where's Willie?
Oh, looking
Hey,
good.
everybody.
Oh, you got some,
Thank you, guys.
got some sun there.
Yeah.
Bub. All right.
Yeah, I've been going on some hikes, getting a little bit of sun. It's nice out here. How's everybody doing?
Good. We miss you.
Are there any rattlesnakes where you're hiking?
No, I don't think there are any rattlesnakes, but thank you for giving me a new fear.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. What's going on in Los Angeles this morning?
Not too much. I'm just up here in Malibu, actually, with my aunt and uncle.
Nice.
It is. I mean, it's so early, you guys. It is so early over here. I don't know if you know how this time zone works, but they are brutal.
Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. out there where you're talking to us, isn't it? Yeah.
It is 5 a.m. Yeah.
Well, don't wake anybody up.
No, I won't. I got plenty of space over here. I'm but it is very early. It's a different side of 5 a.m. too. It's that
You've been up all night,
5
5 a.m.?
Oh no, I went to bed at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
I
Really?
need my hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need. I'm a very delicate sleeper, you guys. You know I need that.
Have you been to the Viper Room, or is anything like that still open? Or
Go-go bar.
I don't know. Yeah, is that like the bar they went to in Roadhouse or something?
No.
I think it was the last place River Phoenix went.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's still around.
Viper Room.
Now, you got a gig coming up, what, Wednesday night?
Yes, I do. I got a gig Wednesday night.
You got a gig out there Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
You know what? Just
Yes, is there a specific place?
yeah. You're picking a place to.
you know what? Just
it's
Tom,
I mean, it's in a place in.
Tom, you better get used to this. Willie's not coming back. I really don't think he's coming back.
TV's going to find him.
Yeah.
Make a big star out of him.
Yeah, Los Angeles has eaten him up. We'll see. Do you know the name of the place the gig is? Can you hear me? I'm not sure his.
Yeah, it's at Plant Mob in East LA, but I don't know. It's a place called Plant Mob Comedy. I'm not sure.
All right, cool.
Oh, cool. Maybe where people are traveling and they're visiting. That'd be great.
Now,
yeah, come hang out. That'd be great.
I know you've got some other cool gigs coming up, which we'll get to soon, including a thing where you're opening for Jeff Foxworthy. So tell us about your California experience. What else is going on?
Well, hang on. Just before we get to that, Willie, you answer me truthfully. Are you high right now?
Shit, come on. Why are we doing? You know, people always ask me if I get high before work.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing: I don't smoke before work. It's a very long show. The weed will make you crash about an hour in.
Right.
Here's the thing: have you ever been high around your dad? It's not fun. Have you ever been high around my dad? It's less fun. And weed isn't exactly legal where you guys broadcast.
Oh, sure.
But thankfully, I'm not in town, and I'm only calling in for one break. So, yeah, I'm higher than Snoop Dogg and Steelix right now.
Now, I don't know if you could hear us when the story before, there's this new company. They've got THC tablets. They're called Fizzy THCs. I guess you throw these in whatever drink you like, and it suddenly puts whatever on earth Delta 9 hemp is into your drink.
Willie, explain to your dad what Delta 9 is.
Delta 9 is like weed's cousin. It's a legal loophole in most states. If weed is whiskey, Delta 9 is wine.
There you go. Perfect. Very well done.
Okay. What would you want to put this in? Would you put this in a Coke?
Put it in a glass of
Sure.
water. Oh, it does tasteless, right? Yeah.
That's what it says.
Oh, then you can put it in
Yeah,
anything.
you put it in anything.
I mean, is it fizzy like in those horror movies where it's bubbling and,
like the dry ice effect?
Yeah, the mad scientist holds it up and I would drink this now. That'd be really
There's a
fun.
restaurant I go to that serves a martini
hell?
like that. That's really cool.
Who the hell's that guy?
I will drink this now and turn into the monster.
There you go.
All right, Willie, what's on your schedule today? You going to sleep in?
No.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go back to bed. I'm for sure going back to bed, but I do have to chill out on the weed smoking though, because where I'm from, you smoke weed and then you just go to bed, you stay at home. Here, you can just go everywhere and do things. The other day, I got high before my haircut. Terrible idea. I got way too high. I got really awkward. I tried making small talk. I asked my barber what he did for a living.
That's amazing.
He was like,
that is so something you'd say if you were high. So, what do you do for a living?
He must cut hair.
He
He
was
looks like he did a pretty good job. Yeah, that's a good looking haircut.
Yeah. I got nice and tuned up. Got my ears lowered. Thank you, guys.
You look great, Willie.
Looks
We
really
miss
good.
you.
Looks really good. Are you getting any new tattoos while you're out there?
I don't think so. What do you think? This isn't a Lifetime movie. Yeah, I'm going to come back with Live, Laugh, Love as a chest piece.
Oh, yes.
Wow, that'd be good. Okay, well, we're setting up here to talk with John Feinstein. Willie, you take care. Get some sleep. Thanks for calling. Sounds good.
We'll do. See you later.
Bye, Willie.
Bye.
He asked
Bye.
the barber what he did for a living.
That's good.
Okay, that's high. That must be fun. Right now, we've got a couple things I want to mention that's coming. Well, Christy, you tell them what you've got coming, and I'll get this over here.
Yeah, well, we have a South Carolina. They're looking for the cutest little dogs. We have a monkey shortage. We have a 14-year-old stealing a school bus. And we have a lot of people admitting they snoop through someone else's phones or devices, iPads, whatever, computers.
Also, this one school, they're threatening to take all the toilet paper out of the students' bathrooms. Boy, that is... Have they talked to the janitor about that? Right now, I want to talk about one of the great deals going on out there. I'm talking about the Raycon earbuds because they're twice as good, but they're half as much. Chick McGee turned me onto the Raycons. Tell me more.
You know, Raycon's mission, Tom, is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg and another arm for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. Raycon's got it all. Raycon wireless earbuds. With Raycon, you get a pair and a spare, too, because of the swell price. And you'll still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech, big headphones out there. You don't want anything to do. It's Raycon, baby, or nothing. Raycon knows that now every purchase needs to be pretty much perfect. They offer buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee, free domestic shipping, and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even said anything about 8 hours of playback time, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
He is the author of the best-selling books in the history of sports writing. He's John Feinstein. We'll talk to him next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Hey, indeed. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and I think we're going to have a special guest. There we go.
Hey.
There we go. John Feinstein joins us, I assume. Are you in greater Washington, D.C.?
I am in Greater Washington, D.C., Tom.
The DMV is what they call it, Tom.
Yeah, that's not what I call it.
No,
but...
of course not.
Before we get to your new book, I'll let you have one real quick plug, a title and topic, and then I want to get back to something else. What do you got, John?
Isn't he a wonderful interviewer? Quickly, just wrap it up so I can.
No,
talk.
Well, we know Chick's not gonna read it because it's not about the Washington football team or whatever it's called these days. But
hey, there's dancing in the street, Johnny. He's the witch
they
is,
are.
The witch is dead, baby.
Yeah, well, he's not quite dead, but we've got our hands on the broom.
That's right.
Yeah. But the new book, Tom, is cleverly called Faraday, because it is a biography of David Faraday, who is one of the most fascinating and funny and thoughtful people I've ever met in sports. A very good golfer. Grew up in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Very good golfer on the European Tour. Beat Payne Stewart in the Ryder Cup in the famous War by the Shore. Has had real tragedy in his life. Lost a son to a drug overdose. And became a TV star almost by accident when he went to work for CBS in the late 1990s. I've been friends with him for 30 years, and he and I finally decided about a year and a half ago that it was time to tell his story because it is, in fact, a remarkable story.
Yeah, and he's also kind of one of these guys sort of all over the map, some of the stuff that he says.
Yes, he's gotten himself in trouble.
He's got some. He's got some like fringe right wing, some fringe left wing. He's a
He's very much. He's a moderate. He's certainly to the right of me because everybody is. But Yeah, he made a crack about Nancy Pelosi years ago that got him in trouble. And
That's the famous elevator story, right?
exactly right. And he said that if in America, David's done a lot of work for Wounded Warriors and created a group called Troops First that has raised more than $30 million to help former servicemen. And he said that if a serviceman was on an elevator with Nancy Pelosi, Osama bin Laden, and who was the Senate Majority Leader at the time? I'm blocking on his name. Also a Democrat.
No, not Mitch McConnell.
Oh, not Mitch McConnell.
Democrat.
Harry Reid.
Harry Reid.
Harry Reid.
Mustache.
And that when the elevator door opened, bin Laden would be strangled and the other two would be shot.
So obviously it's meant to be comical, but
it was meant to be comical. He wrote it in a magazine story. None of the editors bothered to say, David, maybe we don't want to say this. And of course he had to apologize profusely. And he says that it was a dumb comment and he shouldn't have made it, but he was going for funny.
Right.
And David goes for funny a lot. And when you go for funny a lot, you guys know this. Sometimes you swing and miss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sometimes. You haven't listened to the show enough. So I want to get back. I want to get back to your book. I just wanted to say I want to get to something else, and we'll get back to John Feinstein in his book, which we want to talk about. I was laughing this morning because the NFL released a press release about the fact that they're going to be releasing a press release coming up Thursday.
Yes.
How dare you?
Really?
But they get away with it because you read the story, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
You saw the story, certainly. And, every year, you guys know this.
Yeah.
When the NFL schedule comes out and it's live on ESPN and the NFL Network, there are literally talk show hosts around the country who sit there and go through their local team's schedule game by game, predicting wins and losses. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. That's a win. The NFL controls our lives. I'm not a huge fan, as you guys know, but you cannot argue with the dominance of the league in our society.
Do you bet on anything?
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. And it's not because of any great morality or anything. I think I've told you this story before. I'll try to tell it briefly. 1989, my then wife was in an office pool for, the NCAA basketball tournament. And she's filling it out based on team colors and this coach is good looking and, on and on. And I was staying away. And finally she picked Seton Hall to beat Indiana in the round of 16. And I said, look, Mary, I'm not telling you what to do, but if there's one team I know something about, it's Indiana. And they aren't losing to Seton Hall. And she said, but my dad went to Seton Hall. Mm-hmm. And I said, you do what you want, but I'm just telling you Indiana's going to win that game. Seton Hall won by 20. And went to the championship game, and Mary would have won the pool if I kept my mouth shut. And years later, she divorced me. So I stay away from all of that.
Now, do you know any, no names here, do you know any of your contemporaries and your colleagues that are degenerate gamblers?
I don't know if I describe anybody that I know as a degenerate gambler.
You don't know my friends.
But maybe they are and I don't know it. That's always possible. There's a radio show I do every Friday here in D.C., and the four guys who are the hosts are all gamblers. They do betting shows and things like that, and host poker tournaments and so yes, I guess I know those four guys. I'm not sure I'd call them degenerate, but they're certainly gamblers.
If you were to gamble, how do you think you would do?
Badly.
Really?
Badly.
Because what sport do you know the most about?
College basketball, and golf is second. But in my mind, I'm always picking games during the season. I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. This season, Michigan State was playing Notre Dame. And Notre Dame wasn't any good, and Michigan State was good. And I saw the line somewhere. Somebody told me the line. I can't remember. But I said, if I was going to bet, that's a game I'd bet a lot of money on Michigan State. They were like favored by 4 or something, and they lost by 20. So that's why I don't bet, because I can't afford it.
All right, we're speaking with John Feinstein, and John does have a new book out, and it's about David Faraday, and he's a fascinating guy, really interesting, and he's had some mental health issues that he's tackled, among other things.
Yes, he's a recovering alcoholic, among other things.
Yeah. So tell us about the book.
Well, as I said, I've known David for many years, dating back to when he was still playing. I first met him at the British Open in 1994. He finished tied for fourth. And I walked out of the interview room on Saturday with a colleague of mine named Dave Sheinin, who at the time worked for the Miami Herald. And we introduced ourselves. And David looked at David Sheinin and said, "Miami Herald, do you know Carl Hiaasen?" And I thought, wow, I don't know many athletes who read Carl Hiaasen.
Right.
I don't know many athletes who read anything. But I thought this guy's a little bit different. And he was clearly so bright and thoughtful and funny. The two funniest people I've ever met in sports are the late Jim Valvano and David Faraday. And got to know him over the years. And later, when Tom Watson and I started a charity golf tournament for ALS research, because Tom's caddy and my good friend Bruce Edwards died of ALS. You guys had me on for that book, Caddy for Life. David would come and speak. Couldn't play anymore because his back was so bad. But he would come to the dinner and speak. And literally, I'm not exaggerating, people would be falling out of their chairs laughing. When he went to work for CBS, he always walked with the last group on Sunday, and frequently that included Tiger Woods. Tiger doesn't like anybody, but he liked David, and because David never asked him for anything, and he would tell David jokes. Tiger loves to tell off-color jokes, and he would pull his cap down so the cameras couldn't read his lips, and he would say things to David like, "Hey, Farty." He called him Farty because the two of them love to engage in farting contests. I think that's how they bonded. But he'd say, "What do you call a black guy flying an airplane?" And David would say, "I don't know, Tiger. What do you call a black guy flying an airplane?" And Tiger would say, "A pilot, you blanking racist." and David, he does a stand-up act in theaters. He for an hour and 40 minutes and then 20 minutes of questions. Most stand-ups, as you guys know, go for what, 15, 20 minutes? He does an hour and 40 minutes. It's basically his life story, starting with growing up in Northern Ireland, talking about his dad, who, according to David, was drunk the day he was born, and he was supposed to be named William David Faraday, but his father was drunk and signed the birth certificate David William Faraday. So that's why his name is David. But he had so many, an hour and 40 minutes of stand up. Just imagine that. And first night I saw him in Atlanta, fortunately I had an empty seat next to me, because the woman 2 seats over literally fell over into the empty seat, laughing so hard.
So is he in effect the co-writer of this?
No, he's not. I mean, he and I he is, in the sense that his stories are a huge part, and his story is a huge part. It's biography of the book. But when he and I discussed doing the book, he was insistent on two things. One, he didn't want to be paid. David's made a lot of money, and he's very comfortable financially, especially now since he went to work for LIV last July. But even then, he was very comfortable financially. He said, "You're going to do the work. I don't want you to pay me." And more important to me, well, at least as important, he said he agreed with me that the book would be better written in the third person, because it allowed me to do more reporting. It allowed me to talk to his wife, Anita, to his son, Rory, coincidence with McIlroy, daughter, Erin, best friends in life growing up, his mom, who's still alive at 92 and has a wicked sense of humor. If you wonder where David got it, David tells a story about his father coming home late one night. Dinner was always served at 6 o'clock sharp. And his father walks in and says, "Is my dinner still warm?" And Mrs. Faraday says, absolutely, it's in the dog's stomach.
We're talking with John Feinstein. John is a great writer. To get away from the new book for just a second, are you still working on any?
Tom.
On any? I'm not going to let you just pitch this book the whole time. What do you think I am? This isn't the.
Why not? What am I paying you for?
Yeah.
I was just kind of curious. Are you working on any more young people's fiction? I always enjoy those.
Sadly, at the moment, I'm not. My editor at Macmillan retired, and I haven't been able to find a new editor, to be honest with you. I actually dealt with one editor who wrote back to my agent and said I was too old to write children's books, which I think that's ageism. But I don't think I have a lawsuit there, unfortunately. And then another editor wrote, because one of the books I proposed was a basketball book, that to write a book about basketball, you need a POC.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I didn't.
A person of color. Yeah.
What's a POC? Person of color, of course. But and I'm like, I've been writing basketball my entire life.
Yeah.
Fiction and nonfiction. Two of the groomsmen in my first wedding were black, and on and on and on. But so I'd like to write another children's book, but at the moment I'm not.
Okay, we're talking with John Feinstein, and his new book is about David Faraday. And what do you think of the whole live golf thing?
Well, I mean, there's a part of me that is disgusted by the whole thing. It's clearly sports washing. There's no question about it. They're not the only ones to do it. China does it. Russia's done it. Many people do it. The NBA is heavily involved in China. As we all know, but they've hosted, and they have hosted golf tournaments over there for many years. The flip side of it is when you look at the money that they've offered players and David Faraday, among others, you have to sit back and say, I can sort of understand. I don't necessarily like that they're taking the money, but what would I do if I was offered that kind of stupid money? The honest answer is I don't know. I'd like to think I'd say, oh, no, I'm above all that. But when you're dealing with ageism and racism at my age, maybe you'd have to think about it. And that's what happened with David. He was going into the last year of his contract with NBC. NBC was getting rid of older guys. They retired Roger Maltby. They retired Gary Cope. David was very aware of that. He's 64. And wondered what his future with NBC was going to be. So when Greg Norman came to him and offered ridiculously stupid money, he ended up taking it. He thought about it long and hard. He actually read the 9/11 Commission's report on 9/11, and which said that the Saudis were not involved in 9/11, although there have been other reports since that say they were. But I wrote to him because I was right near the end of writing the book when this happened. And I sent him a note and I said, seriously, I have to rewrite the last 2 chapters so you can make a measly couple million extra dollars? And he wrote me back and said, it isn't a measly couple million extra dollars. So
there you go.
Hard for me to be critical.
John, good luck with the book. I'm going to read it.
Can't wait to read it.
I always enjoy your stuff. It's very engaging, even on topics I don't know or think I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I let me say this, Tom, because Mike Krzyzewski, I saw Mike Krzyzewski the other night at a dinner where he was honored with the Dean Smith Award for living up to Dean Smith's life, not for winning 1,202 games. And he asked me about the Faraday book, and Mike's not a golfer, but he said he'd like to read it because he knows about David's life and he thinks it would be interesting to read about David the person. And I think that's what this book is. It's not a golf book. I mean, David was a golfer and talks about golf for a living, but I think it's a lot more than a golf book. And you know, Tom, because you've read a bunch of my books, and Chick, because Christy's read you a bunch of my books.
I told you that story in confidence, John. I don't know why.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
But but I try to write more about people who just happen to be in sports than about sports.
Yeah, and I'll give you a plug here. A great Father's Day gift, by the way,
Yes.
for
Coming
those
up
that
in
are
June.
desperate. How can I get something else? He's already got the golf bag umbrella holder. I need to get him something. A great book from John Feinstein would be the way to go. Hey, thanks, John. It's always a great pleasure.
Thanks, guys. I always enjoy it. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Let's talk again
welcome.
soon,
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you, buddy.
I just love talking to that guy. We have a number of things coming up, including South Carolina dogs. Your dog could become a star. It's kind of a cool story. Great idea that they've got going on down there. But first, I want to remind you that Josh has been working on his house a lot. We've talked about how he got all the new windows put in, and now you're doing something with your roof, and you were trying to find somebody, so you called Angie, A-N-G-I. Tell me more.
That's exactly right. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to go about finding the right pro, so I went to Angie. Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done, I realized. Angie gets them done well. Angie is your personal home expert. Angie served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. In other words, they've helped a lot of people with the right people. I love Angie. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job done well. Tom's right. I need to get a so-called cricket put on my roof next to my chimney. Found the exact right pro on Angie and got it done. And thank goodness I did. Angie has simplified finding help for home projects. It's easy. Just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the website. You can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or maybe you're in the market for something. Maybe you want to know, man, I really need new siding. How much would this cost? What would it entail? Connect on Angie. Research local pros for your specific project. Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. That was huge for me. We've all experienced that. Hey, it'll be about $500. Then you get the bill. What's this $900 thing? Well, we had no. Angie has projects that are priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of things, small repairs, major remodels. My go-to for anything I need to get done around the house is Angie. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
And it's tough to find people these days. That's where Angie comes in. Once again, ANGI.com. Thank you, Josh. Coming up, we have the school is going to ban toilet paper. Ooh, this seems like a very bad idea. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
And I started this break with my headphones on. And as I was talking, I put them on without stopping any of the audio. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
And here's Tom.
Not particularly. Let's move forward here.
Oh, he's got to weigh in with an insult. Mr. Glib.
We have
Mr. Hurtful.
We have. I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm trying to be stupid and silly.
He's just having fun.
I sit
At
here.
least he's honest.
I sit here and I lie and I'm goofy and I'm silly, and you still think we're at Meet the Press or something. I'm not telling the truth.
Well, we have a very distinguished guest like Mr. John Feinstein, and Tom gets that way afterwards.
He's all by the serious, way, good job manhandling him. That was. We'll get back to the book in a moment.
Yeah,
just shut up.
You just in the middle of a story. You just cut him
I would
off.
not blame him if he never called again.
You got to get to the funny stuff.
Tom,
not always.
Everything is funny.
I wanted to get to a little bit of NFL.
No.
Well, then wait till he finished his thought.
I enjoyed the interview, Tom. I thought it was very listenable.
Quit kissing his ass.
I'm not kissing his ass.
Yes, you are.
I'm sucking up. There's a difference.
There is. I prefer licking to kissing.
You know what? That surprises me.
That's a lie. But, the point is, Christy Lee is at the news desk, and it's time to get some hard news. What have you got?
Officials at Wisconsin High School threatened to remove the toilet paper from all of the school's bathrooms. Newberry High School's assistant principal, Cornelius Cromer, wrote in an email they decided to take the toilet tissue out of the restrooms.
Is this like, what's the movie where they won't let the kids dance?
Footloose.
Footloose.
Yeah.
This would be stool loose.
That's pretty good.
Oh, my
Where
God.
are the Corneliuses of tomorrow, by the way?
Right?
That's
a great name. Out of the restrooms for the remainder of the school year because students were flushing entire rolls of toilet paper down the toilet.
That's unacceptable.
He says,
It's kids, okay?
No.
It's going to happen.
He said students and staff would have to go to the front office to pick up their toilet paper.
God, how embarrassing would that be?
That's amazing.
Go to the principal's office.
I'm going to need more than 4 sheets.
Well, especially in school, that half ply they give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only number 2 at this school is your pencil.
What do you make wontons with this?
WISTV.
Wistful radio. No, wistful television.
Reported that it received what was described as a correction from Carson Ware, the chief human resources officer at the school. Quote, "We have not removed the toilet tissue from the restroom."
What schools have a human resources officer?
Apparently,
well,
this one.
The way it's going these days.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you'll have to sign a disclaimer to do virtually anything in a school.
How are teachers not constantly fired? Just from accidentally saying one thing or another. I don't know how they do it.
Without accidentally saying, "You better sit down or I'm going to knock your ass down."
Right.
You know, it's Teacher Appreciation Week this week.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
I appreciate them very much.
I do
so
too.
If they removed all the toilet paper from the school,
Yeah.
the janitor wouldn't be happy.
No, you'd have to clean up
Nope.
after everybody.
Oh, boy.
If they had shower curtains, it'd be rough.
If I have to pull one more sock out of a toilet.
It's a sock.
Oh, boy.
A 14-year-old boy,
real quick,
speaking
Christy,
of boys,
Tom
yes.
and Chick particularly, I don't know, I can ask you too, but I don't know. Did your schools, and Pat, and did you guys have doors and walls on your the stalls of your bath? So you didn't have stalls.
They had the walls between, but no doors.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, I didn't defecate in school for years.
I know.
We had doors.
You did? Okay.
I've always had doors, and I never had seen this phenomenon, and these guys talked about it all the time, and I didn't believe it till one time we were at a huge major sporting event, the Indy 500.
Yeah.
And I went into an infield bathroom, a boys' bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
On the air with a bunch of people because it was, we announced our visit because they wanted to prove to me that existed. And sure enough.
Yeah.
It's
Has that since changed?
Open door dumping.
At that place?
Well, if they
I
had
haven't been in
doors,
since.
all the guys would be in there for the entire afternoon.
Doing
with,
what?
Being pleasured by their conquests from the infield.
Okay, I
Get it?
but in school though, because in
You
my
wanna
school,
go racing or not?
the normal bathrooms had walls and doors, but the gym bathrooms, like in the locker rooms and stuff, did not. In fact, there weren't even walls; they were just these very waist high dividers, so you could look over and look at the face of the guy next to you.
Are you like this is like boot camp?
We would exactly, but nobody ever used those except the coach every now and again. We didn't just see his head. Like what the?
As Tom Griswold has taught me about conversation, I've got a better story than that.
You can top this?
High school football, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior season. Our coaches and the players, we all showered in the same place. After practice, after games. Yep.
And the coaches didn't necessarily need to because they were standing there with a whistle.
Maybe
they didn't get that sweaty.
Maybe there was a
Maybe there was a whistle on the field and an erection in the shower.
Hey, maybe there was a certain desire upon the coaching staff to shower with us.
Do you think it was a leading by example type
or
thing?
maybe it was a deterrent to keep people from shenanigans.
Or maybe it was a really bad idea that I doubt will happen anymore.
Oh, never. No. No.
Well, that's like that other story. And did you do this where you weren't allowed to wear swimming trunks when you were taught
Tom
swimming
did
in high
that.
school?
We had when that happened, we had a bunch of people weigh in because and the reason they didn't allow swimming trunks
Listen to
at
this.
a lot of these day camps and stuff, it makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's because, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but it's because the lockers would rust.
They were metal.
Because they were metal lockers.
That was the flimsy law they hid behind.
And they didn't want...
It's called the encouraging the monster law.
The wet bathing suits and the... Yeah, but there were a number of camps that everyone was naked. And
wow. You were naked?
Now, were these co-ed camps?
No, God, no.
But still.
No.
Okay.
This would be like a boys' camp. We had a number of people wrote in saying
said,
this was their experience. I don't know if they did that for young girls' camps. I doubt it.
We did have group showers. Our girls did in our locker rooms, yes.
But tell us about this.
Describe them.
When we come back, if we're allowed to come back, here's the headline, monkey shortage. And it's actually kind of serious. We'll find out what that's all about. And we've also got an interesting story I promised. First, when we come back, it's about doggies in South Carolina. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Hey, he's at the Performance Center. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold in L.A. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
You're welcome.
Got to get a song out of Pat here.
Yeah.
It's been a long morning. We've had 2 lines.
Yeah, that's all we've had for
Squeeze his head till the song comes out.
Good for you, Pat. Good for you.
Stumbled on one earlier.
Same check, doesn't matter.
Yep,
right?
nope. He doesn't get paid by the strum.
This is brand new. This is called Girlfriends. You're talking tennis. You're talking work. You're telling me that your ex is a jerk. You mentioned yoga and taking hikes. Your Facebook post got 100 likes. Your kids in college, it's going well. I'm not paying attention, but you can't tell. You started talking when I walked through the door. I'm thinking, don't tell me that's what your girlfriends are for. That's what your girlfriends, that's what your girlfriends are for. Pillow talk and your bedroom decor. Yeah, well, don't tell me that's what your girlfriends are for. You're talking book club, you're talking wine. Something is where you like to dine. I don't know thread counts, I can't relate. I'm just trying to concentrate. You talk a lot as you sip and chew, and I just nod, I got work to do. You hired me to do your kitchen floor, so don't tell me that's what your girlfriends are for. That's what your girlfriends, that's what your girlfriends are for. I'm just here to fix your broken door, so don't tell me that's what your girlfriends, that's what your boyfriends, that's what your husbands are for. My ears are sore.
Wow, that was a nice save.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I was thinking.
Got you nervous, huh?
I was thinking the same thing.
Don't worry about me.
I'm sure when you wrote that, you were desperately trying to figure out a way to
did not have a second verse.
Christy, have you chatted up a service person before? Like, somebody over working on your fridge or whatever?
Just recently. Why? Not chatted up.
He means like in
hit
the
on?
porno movies.
No, not hit on. No. But I mean, like, oh, yeah, so how's your day? Oh, yeah, today
Yes. I had
What?
a young man that came over and replaced a toilet for me. and found out he and his son raced motocross, and I was very excited
Wait a
about
minute.
it. And
Somebody came over and replaced your toilet?
Yeah.
And the work's all done?
Yeah.
And you're pleased with it?
Yeah.
Well, I would have done that for nothing.
A chick
Sure,
loves
you
working on
would
toilets.
not.
I could do.
I asked you, and you totally said no.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Keegan,
now
if
that it's
you're
all
listening.
done,
I do what every guy does when when somebody's
You
over
hide?
there working. I start working on something in myself.
Oh, really? Like rearrange your books?
That's right.
I do that too.
Are you serious? Is that like a man thing?
Yeah, you feel lazy.
So you
draw attention to the fact you have books. Is that what you do?
Yes, that's right.
Look
do,
at
you,
this.
do you feel less manly if another man's working on something in your house and you're not doing anything?
No, I just feel weird sitting there. So I go, I may as well do something in here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go out.
I go outside
Yeah,
most often.
sure.
Josh wants to feel more manly, so we'll sit down and watch Truman.
Truman.
Fine movie. It's time to release the dogs. We got a great dog story we've been promising all morning.
Yes, listen up to all my friends in Charleston, South Carolina. Dog owners, you're asked to submit photos of your pets to appear on scratch-off lottery tickets. That's
this
right.
is a great idea.
Lottery officials in the state of South Carolina are asking dog owners to submit photos of their dogs for a chance to be featured on the $2 Happy Holidays scratch-off tickets.
Holiday.
Very
Yes.
cute. Very
Lucky
cute.
winners will appear on the October release of the Holiday Scratchers. That, according to the South Carolina Education Lottery.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Probably is even better if your dog is scratching at the time of the photograph. Don't you think? I mean, nothing too graphic. I mean,
Why? Oh, it's a scratcher.
these are scratch-off tickets, not
Anytime.
not lick off tickets.
Do you know how often you say nothing too graphic? That's amazing.
That's a great fun idea, though.
Sure it is, yeah.
The
Happy
I gotta pronounce it slowly.
Holidays.
Paw.
It's a bad
Holiday.
pun. Okay,
It's
stop.
fun.
You hate puns.
I do. It's the lowest form of comedy. Look it up.
Look it up. Look it up.
You're no fun, pun.
That's fun. Maybe you get a nice picture of a doggy and win a few bucks. How much fun is that? Okay, well, thank you.
Scratchers.
How much fun is that?
We have Westminster tonight. Don't forget. This is isn't this Best of Show night? I think maybe. Yeah,
Not me.
Yeah.
My Westminster show is in January.
You know that there's an Australian Shepherd chick that's going to be competing for Best in Show.
Is that
Won
right?
last night. Yeah. An American Scientific Advisory Panel.
Now, wait a second. Now, has each category already been
No,
determined?
they only have half of them done, and then the other half, and then they go for Best in Show.
Okay. 'Cause
I think it's a Boston Terrier, a Dachshund, an Australian Shepherd, and then there's a dog that has the last name Vendée, which is the area in France where I visited. I'd never heard of before. Yeah, some.
They don't have like golden retriever.
Well, I think that's categories tonight.
I'm rooting for the
Sporting
Boston
dog.
Terrier. I love BTs.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Well, Winston almost won last year, so there's a good chance he'll probably win this year.
I know
That's the
that
Boston Terrier.
the Lassie, the collie, had to withdraw.
Why's that?
Her owner Timmy got caught in a mine shaft.
Oh no!
And she had to leave the facility to go rescue.
Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I don't think there's a Westminster in January, chick.
I always thought the dog show was some other time too.
I could have sworn it was around
May
January.
doesn't sound
No,
right to me.
This
but-
is wrong.
Okay.
Somebody help me with this, or maybe I'm delusional.
It's Mandela.
Wasn't yesterday the anniversary of the first one?
I think.
Well, what have I been watching in January? Is it
Maybe
like
they moved it this year.
tape things. Never
We'll
mind.
have to look it up.
You know what happened to me the other day, though? I've got a new provider for my television, and it has a DVR that runs all the time. I guess unless you choose to go live, and I happened to me just like happened to you, Tom. You thought the NBC was a direct feed at 6:15 in the evening, and I was watching this. Thinking it was another time. I was almost late to work because, it's 4:30. I got a whole hour left. No, I was watching a recorded show, Tom.
The first Westminster Dog Show took place on May 8th, 1877.
Well, I don't know what I've been watching, but there you go.
Yeah.
The winner was a golden doodle, funny enough.
Oh, God.
It always seemed like it coincided with
That
some...
was a joke.
That is funny, but it coincided with some...
Like a football
Thanksgiving
game
or something.
Yeah, that you couldn't watch both at the same time.
Yeah.
There was a
Hey, by
conflict.
the way, new King of England.
Yes.
Charles III.
Uh-huh.
The commemorative mugs are out. I don't know if you've seen them.
They're amazing.
That's funny.
How about that, Tom? You see the commemorative mug?
He looks so sad.
King Charles.
Oddly shaped head.
It's just his
face.
It's just his mug, if you will, with dual handles where his ears would be.
Oh, because he's
Dumbo
large-eared.
ears,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very jug-eared, some would say.
I think he could put someone to death for buying those.
Not
he's
anymore.
king now, right?
He used to be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'd have so many people murdered. I know that's sort of the crux of that Tim Wilson thing, but he's right.
Okay, I'm being told by the one of the greatest radio show producers in the history of the world that the AKC National Championships are in January.
Ah.
So maybe that's what I've been...
Okay. And those are held in Westminster.
That's the last thing I'm going to say. I'm not talking anymore this morning.
Tom, you're fumbling with papers.
none of
What do
you-
You know what? I give you credit.
None
You
of you are
lasted
listening.
longer than most days.
None of you are lit.
Well.
Yes, I'm the fly in the ointment. I'm sorry.
Coming up, we have the
You're
monkey,
right.
the
I
monkey
tease
shortage.
because I love.
The monkey shortage and snooping on people's phones.
Are monkeys like bees? If we run out of monkeys, will be trouble.
Well, monkeys are used for a lot of scientific research, and it's very important to have monkeys around here. And there's a shortage, and because we've been like everything else, getting everything from another country. We need some American monkeys, ladies and gentlemen.
American
monkeys? Are you saying that foreign monkeys are coming in here and taking American monkeys' jobs?
Well, it's very important with these scientifically bred monkeys that they have certain genetic characteristics. This is a little above your pay grade.
Okay.
And, with respect,
Why is a monkey wrench called a monkey wrench?
That's a great question.
Yeah. Is it because they're so simple that a monkey could use it?
No, it's shaped like a monkey's penis.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I would have gone with a monkey's fist, but...
well, no, why would you say that? That's wrong. I just explained it to you.
I'm not all that familiar with MDs,
penises?
as they call them in the trade. You know something? I know what I want to do. I want to change the subject. I am going to rescue a bunch of people right now. That's right. I'm going to do this as a public service. Mother's Day is this Sunday. So you have been warned that the clock is ticking. Don't be the guy that goes into the grocery store on the way home from work on Sunday or Saturday and go, oh, well, I wonder if they have any flowers left. No, you can take care of this right now. Check this box by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer, of course, is the main man at Steven Singer Jewelers. They've got all kinds of great gifts for Mother's Day. Think of all those moms in your life and show them how much you love them by getting them something nice. For example, Stephen has his famous line of gold-dipped roses. This year, by the way, the keynote speaker, if roses could talk, would be that one right there. And it would be going, whoa, I've got green lips. You see,
I like everything that's happening.
It's the neon.
What are you doing?
It's the neon green rose from Steven Singer.
Buddy.
Okay, the roses don't talk. I guess you could call me out on that. But they do come in a beautiful gift box, and they're shipped to you for free, and they start at $59. IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, did I mention the beautiful gift card from you? Tell that mom how much you love her. Here's what you do. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. While you're there, you can peruse. Oh, they've got some very nice bracelets, earrings, necklaces, etc., etc. IHateStevenSinger.com. Check off the box right now. Get the order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and it will be on its way, I should say, to you today. So get this done. Once again, Mother's Day is Sunday.
You know, many people's mothers have died.
Well, I'm not going to rescue him.
What the hell's wrong
You're just going to sit there in your own juices.
You going to rescue him?
Now here's Pat Godwin with the Mother's Day song.
Mother,
we have a Mother's Day song when we come back.
Mother, I guess they'll break your balls.
You can thank me now.
Is that right? All right.
Mother's Day song from Sean Morey coming up.
I will kill you.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
No Contest Wrestling where O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson bring their hot takes with the biggest names in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Breaker. Welcome to the pod.
My aspirations in life, I always wanted to be a WWE superstar.
The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. I got to talk about the Hugger cosplay.
I mean, it was perfect, wasn't it? You know?
LA Knight.
What am I doing here? At this point, I can retire. See you, everybody.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
It went right in the trash can. Oh, are we back?
Could you grow up?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
It's unbelievable.
At the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold once again in Los Angeles looking
He'd
for
hate
his
us if we grew up.
pilot.
Do you have any Vaseline over there?
Vaseline?
What
No,
for?
why?
I want to cram this paper football.
No.
I
That
kicked
was a
it all
good
the way
shot,
over there.
though.
Yeah, and it was right down the middle.
Okay, very good.
Dear people.
That's us. Or we.
My
That's
son
we?
was listening this morning. No word on how old this kid is. About your conversation concerning dog poop cleanup.
Yes.
Your service is called
Mr. Biscuits.
And then someone else has a service called Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Doodee.
Funny.
Well, in Youngstown, Ohio, we have a business named the Turd Bandit.
No.
The logo is a turd with a cowboy hat and a bandana over his face.
Wow.
He said it's really quite clever.
I wanted to start a pooper scooper business.
Yeah. Is that right?
And call it S Disturbers. But
instead of stirrers?
no. Haven't you ever been called an S Disturber? Like, oh, he's a real...
I've been a
You don't know the phrase
St.
S
Louis.
Disturber?
No.
Don't act like I'm a friggin' moron.
No, you are. We've heard of S Stir.
I've
heard
never
that.
heard that
I
word.
have not.
I've never heard that.
That must be
Maybe
regional.
talk to somebody under the age of 71.
Well, it must be. It must be from the vulgar hinterlands of mid-Missouri.
Boy, at least you take a conversation well. That's what I like. You always should talk to Josh about anything. And Chick
I
is
got
right.
an idea for you,
The
Chick.
American Kennel Club is the dog show in January. AKC is in
Gotcha.
January at Madison Square Garden.
We could do a commercial for a dog poop pickup service, and it would be you'd have to get kind of someone who looks like Joseph Cotton and Orson Welles.
Oh, yeah.
It would be the Turd Man.
Our audience knows that, but not S Disturber.
Yeah.
You're right.
I've never heard that. Have you heard that, Pat?
No.
Christy?
Suck it.
So you came up
I've
with
never heard of Joseph Cotton either.
the Turd Man
Instead of the Third
with
Man.
Orson Welles and Joseph
that's
Cotton.
Yeah.
By the way, watch that movie.
It is, oh my God, it's a great movie.
What
And
movie
watch,
is it?
Do you find that the music gets a little irritating?
Not at all.
Really?
I think it's a near perfect
What
movie.
movie?
It's in Strangers on a Train.
Third Man?
Yeah, The Third Man. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
Because it's not the first man.
Not the second man.
It's a third.
Oh, YouTube chat, swing and a miss, Josh Arnold. Well, watch this. Leaving.
I have never heard.
Josh Arnold has left this conversation.
It doesn't hold the power when I have to say S instead of the actual
No,
word.
I've never heard the
but you've
phrase.
never
I
heard
know
the
what you're
phrase.
trying to get. Ace, have you-
And I guess us oldies.
You're
are
a real S
Esther.
Disturber.
No.
I've
No,
never
see,
heard
this
of
is
her,
a
but
this
now-
must be a regional thing that you picked up.
I got a region for you to pick up.
Well,
I'm
sorry, I don't have tweezers that long.
I'm getting more about this S Disturber from someone
closer to my age.
Josh tried to cram S Disturber in the it bit, and we all told him it wasn't a thing.
I don't remember that.
I love it.
I have heard. I stand by this. I have heard S Stir.
I have.
Okay,
I
all
have
right.
heard that.
You know what?
Disturber.
I apologize. I thought this was a well-known colloquialism. But
So
I
is
guess
it like stirring the pot?
it's like a you can really stir the S or whatever, like
Right.
that kind of yeah.
No,
It's-
or you can disturb the S, evidently.
yes, yeah. When I grew, I mean that was everywhere. When I
Must be a St. Louis thing.
it was everywhere within a 3-block radius.
It was all over the entire world as far as you were
Your dad made
At least half of one zip code knows that phrase. Okay.
Well, I'm happy to introduce it to everybody.
Yes.
It's a fun thing to say.
Well, there was another.
Quit being an S disturber.
But you say the actual S word, though, right?
Yes, yeah.
No, I don't think it's very effective.
What else did you say? You had something else that was local for you.
I
forget what
did,
it is.
and I was baffled that.
Yeah,
one time I made a joke about making a joke when you trick or treat.
Yeah.
And you all went, "What are you talking about?"
Never heard
Now, we
of
had
that.
that.
Never heard what?
I grew up with that.
When you trick or treat,
Oh, yeah, the joke.
you go ahead, you
joke.
have a joke.
Yeah, right.
To
No,
get the
I'd
candy,
never heard
you have
that
to
either.
tell a joke.
What about you? Now, when you would send your man up to get candy, did he have to have jokes ready?
No, I trick-or-treated on my own.
You tell jokes?
Right?
No, that was not part of the formula.
No.
You didn't even say trick or treat, did you?
Yeah, you said trick-or-treat.
Did you ever say trick or treat? Smell my feet.
Give me something good to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we did the edited version of the poem so we could go to the next house quickly.
Now, I changed mine up a little bit. I would say treat or trick.
Is that right? With some of the
I think you know where I would
horny milfs in the neighborhood?
Okay, I think it's time to go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What do you got?
If you want to be bored. It's not. No, I'm not. It's not a criticism of you, Christy. It's a criticism.
He's just, S disturbing.
An American scientific advisory panel says the United States is facing a shortage of medical research monkeys.
Oh, boy.
The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine.
Well, which is it?
All of them.
Is it true they're going to start using human toddlers?
Really?
Says the
in lieu of someone taking the time and trouble to write, swing and a miss.
How?
Says the nation's.
What's the ceiling on age? Like 3, 2 or 3, I would guess.
Says the nation's preparedness is undermined by having to depend on imports of monkeys. That vulnerability was highlighted when the U.S. experienced a 20% drop in the imports of macaques when China suddenly stopped exporting them. Yeah.
So we've been
relying on China for our research monkeys, apparently.
But it's my understanding that anytime you use these animals in research, they have to be genetically of a certain strain. You've got to make sure that they're, proper mice or whatever they might be. So we got to start breeding American monkeys for scientific research.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is probably fairly unpopular.
I would imagine there are some folks who would be against it. But better to research on a monkey than a person, right?
Yeah, especially a little baby.
It's unbelievable.
That's what you said.
But he's right. No, I agree with Chick.
Oh.
Wow.
Monkeys are lesser than people.
What about puppies? Could we do something on puppies?
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
Look, if dissecting a puppy would help cure diabetes, would you be for it?
What is this, an ethics panel?
That's
here?
right.
Yes.
I think, Josh, your big concern should be with this monkey shortage. Are they going to run out of these Reese's monkeys so they can keep making the peanut butter cups?
That is a concern, yes. But it's a concern for all of us, not just me.
Okay.
Reese cups?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Reese's, Yahill, Jack.
Christy.
A 14-year-old.
Wait a minute, Pat.
What?
You have a song about monkeys, don't you?
I did it earlier. Yeah. See, Mickey Dolenz is out there touring.
Yeah,
is he? Yeah.
Mickey Dolenz, who sang the bigger hits of the great band, the Monkees.
Don't
remember that
shortchange my
theme?
Davy Jones.
Hey, 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 we're the Monkees. Remember that? Man,
Yeah.
He's got to change it up a little bit.
I love that song.
Here I come, walking down the street. I get the funniest looks from everyone I meet. Hey, I'm a monkey. People say I monkey around, but I'm too busy singing to put anybody down.
Yeah.
See what I mean? He's by himself.
Sure.
Oh, that's it?
That was always it.
That was always all
I
you
told
had?
you in the hallway that was it.
It seems like it was
5 seconds ago I said that was it.
It should be a lot more to that.
I thought there was going to be, maybe a second half verse. Something.
I loved it, Pat.
Thank you.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Very nice.
That should have been my album title.
Okay, Christy, you've been
A 14-year-old boy in Tennessee facing multiple charges after he allegedly stole a school bus and drove it around Nashville. The Metropolitan Nashville Police Department said the teen took the bus from Kipp College Prep in Antioch. Authorities said the boy hit a diesel fuel pump, tried to run a person over before entering...
He tried to run somebody over?
Yeah, before entering I-40 where he reportedly hit a car.
Good Lord.
Police were able to capture the boy on the highway and take him into custody.
Thank goodness.
He faces charges of vehicle theft, aggravated assault, evading arrest, reckless driving, and a multitude of other charges.
And the cops on the bus go taste, 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 taste. This kid sounds like he's from hell. He tried to run somebody over.
This is a troubled child.
This is timeout times 10. Police deployed a spike strip.
I say we can't get enough monkeys. Maybe we can do some experiments on this kid.
Oh, boy.
What the hell? Sounds like a real loser.
You set off Siri or whatever on accident.
What did you say?
That's my watch. I hate this.
I don't know what's the word, but
talking to me all the time.
My watch is talking to me all the time.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah, and not only that, I have nothing to do with this. My watch just
watch,
started.
you know I hate you.
My watch just started talking.
I stopped putting the code in, so it'll leave me alone.
police deployed a spike strip to attempt to stop the bus, but the teen noticed the spikes, slowed the bus down, and tried to turn the bus around. Nashville police said, quote, officers at that point ran up to the bus, broke out the door glass, and used a taser.
Oh, I was joking.
As the teen was attempting to continue operating the bus.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Boy, you're right. Troubled child. Poor kid.
Oh, no, not poor kid.
Well,
I mean, there's something
going
there.
on.
He tried to run somebody over.
Well,
we don't know who that somebody
Park
was.
this bus on his head.
Maybe it was a bad guy.
Save the world.
Would you want him to run over a bad guy?
No, I don't want him to jump off a cliff.
If he could save the world by running over a baby, would you want him to?
Come on.
The whole population. He has to run.
Hey, I'm not playing your situation ethics game, okay?
A recent survey out there finds more than 80% of people admit to snooping through someone else's smartphone or digital device.
Someone else's, not a significant other?
The poll commissioned
That
by
would be someone else, wouldn't it?
Well, we have a breakdown. Hang on. The poll commissioned by Secure Data Recovery Services found that 87% said they go through a person's messages, while 44% will check out a person's photos. 38% dive into a person's browser history.
Without them knowing?
Now, Josh, if I were to, I'm not much of a snooper, but if I were to have your phone,
yeah,
and I went to the photographs,
right,
would there be photographs of, say, young or just not young?
How young?
Of age.
You mean like a baby?
No, I mean, would there be photographs of ladies that would be,
No, there would not.
Yeah. All right. Because I remember one of the comedians was saying he would do selfies after shows, and he would always take a person's phone and he would hit the photograph thing and usually go back to see how far it was before he found a naked picture of one of them.
Gotcha.
Well, now you can hide. There's a special.
Oh, I don't know.
You even have it on your phone where you can hide photos and then you can't see them unless you have that face
he can't
recognition.
Get his phone to shut up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unless your phone starts talking to you, then you got trouble.
If and when I'm sent those kind of photos, I put them to use and then get rid of them for two reasons. One,
I put them to use.
And the reasons are twofold. One is because I don't want anybody. I don't want that to happen. I don't want them to leak. Second, I require new photos. I can't reuse. Wow. I don't like.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
sure.
That's curious. You might want to mention that to your therapist. So I'm back to snooping.
Yeah, 53% of those claim that snooped found something incriminating or concerning while going through someone else's device.
All right.
70% say they discovered evidence of digital flirting or in-person cheating.
Whoa!
While romantic partners are often the target for digital prying, those polled also admitted to snooping on their children, friends, parents, siblings, and even coworkers.
Christy, have you ever been a victim of digital prying?
I don't think so. If I have, nobody's
digital has two
mentioned it.
meanings, Josh.
Yes.
Oh, that? Yeah.
Do the old.
No, let's leave it.
Open the elevator door.
We got it. We understand.
This across, babe.
Did you see this where it says women are more likely to snoop than men?
Well, are you surprised by that?
Nope.
I mean, the number, though, 88% of women say they would.
Jeez.
I'm not that interested.
Way high.
Exactly the same here.
88% women compared to 77% of men said they would snoop or have done so.
Chick, what's your policy? And you're at someone's house, and you go into the primary bathroom, and there's a medicine cabinet.
What's my policy?
Yeah.
If I've been to your home, I've gone through your medicine cabinet. That's my policy.
I don't even have a medicine cabinet anymore.
Well, sometimes you have to look for them. Because sometimes you go, can I use the bathroom? And it's not in the downstairs one.
So do you go, actually, I meant the other bathroom.
Actually, I meant the upstairs bathroom.
Really?
I'm more comfortable urinating at a higher level.
Why not just tell the person, hey, you mind if I steal your Vicodin?
Well, because you know what? They frown on that.
Well, I bet you love a Vicodin.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
No,
I learned very early on, very long ago, that nothing good comes out of snooping.
I don't even like looking at your phone if you're trying to show me something on it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great, Christy.
After,
There's a dog with a hatchet. Okay, I gotta go.
After a checkered first half of my life,
Yeah.
and maybe you people will relate to this, or maybe you'll lie to me. But I try not ever to have anything that needs to be hidden. So my
Yeah,
phone
exactly.
is
Yeah.
an
That's
my
me too,
phone's an
yeah.
open book.
As is mine. I can hand it to any one of you.
I got tired of lying.
Not be ashamed.
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures of anything interesting.
That's
like that.
We all know that.
You have pictures of babies, though, don't you?
I got dogs and kids and dogs and kids and dogs and kids.
Yeah.
An occasional, like once a month, I'll take a picture of some food at a restaurant and send it to.
What about your girl? You don't take pictures of your...
Of course. I'm just saying it's all family stuff. It's nothing that interesting. But, I'm sure that a lot of folks...
pictures
have
of her bosoms?
yeah, of course. That's
Would
what
you
I do.
like some?
Oh, boy.
Time.
Would you like some? He got you with that old
Right now, I want to talk about home repair because if you've got anything going on right now, you know that it's really tougher than ever to find people to work on things like home repairs and all kinds of stuff. That's where Josh was working on something, and you got some help from Angie.
That's right, because as you said, Tom, it is difficult to find some pros and even to find the pros that are perfect for the job you need done. Well, Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home, and Angie will help you out. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done, Angie gets them done well. Angie is your personal home expert, served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. In other words, they are going to help you. I love Angie. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job done well. I'm thinking about getting some new siding.
Oh, nice.
I was talking to Jeff Oskey about it, and he said, yeah, you're probably going to need some work done. Go to Angie. And I said, well, of course I'm going to. They have the pros that I need. Angie has simplified finding help for home projects. In just a few taps in the app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or you can do what I'm doing with my siding right now, research and connect with local pros for a specific project to see how much it'll cost. And that's what is one of the wonderful things about Angie. You can get a fair price for your project. Angie has projects priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. No surprises, no sticker shock when that bill is given to you. Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of things, small repairs, major remodels, what have you. Angie, my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit their website, Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. You really will find everybody that you need to work on your house.
Thank you, Angie. You know, Pat, I enjoyed your song about the monkey.
Thank you. Maybe we could do it again.
Because Mickey is going out with
solo, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a tribute to the rest of the band. And opening for him, by the way, Two Dog Night.
Two Dog Night.
They lost one of them. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Bingo.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Right on.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
Mother's Day Sunday. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I've never been able to pull off right on.
Oh, I use it a lot.
You use right on?
I do, particularly in text.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, we'll be at the restaurant at 6:30. Right on. See you there.
That makes sense.
Okay. How about this? Solid.
Oh, boy, I've never tried solid.
Does it work for you?
Yeah, I've tried salad. I don't need the jokes. I've never tried salad.
Tried salad?
Yes, many salads. Taco, Jello.
Potato.
Sometimes when you get that great laugh out of Ace, unexpectedly.
I wish he would return the favor sometime.
We were promised a bonus.
Yes. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Two flies are sitting on some dog poop.
Yes.
One of the flies farts. The other one says, "Dude, I'm trying to eat here."
Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That's ironic. That's all of it. Right?
You enjoyed it.
See, there's sitting on a mountain of crap.
Oh wait, I shouldn't.
Don't make any assumptions.
Yeah, I shouldn't mistake your analysis for enjoyment.
Exactly.
You've got the flies are talking right there. You've got an interesting premise. Let's see. What is today?
May 9th.
May 9.
I've not looked at this.
May the 9th be with you. Oh no, wait.
May 9. No, that's
May 9th,
the longest baseball game ever. Brewers and the White Sox.
That had to be exciting.
Whoop-de-doo. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Born in 1265, Dante Alighieri.
Inferno.
Who's that?
The Inferno guy.
Oh.
It is the Inferno
Divine
guy?
Comedy.
Dante's Inferno.
Dante, yeah.
Well, darn it.
That's the name of a heating and air conditioning company. Right. And,
Actually, it's Dante Inferno, ? Because they're not sure. You might want air conditioning.
I think Divine Comedy is his best work. I think that's when he really hit Dante's peak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ron Dante, producer of Barry Manilow, I think.
Is that right?
That's right.
Wasn't there a famous disco called like the Inferno or something?
Disco Inferno.
Well, that's the best. That is the
Yeah, I wonder
best.
what the name of that Disco Inferno is. It's Disco Inferno, Tom. Oh, yes.
No, that's the best disco song of all time.
Disco
It's one of the
Inferno?
finest. You're right.
Shame Evelyn Champagne King continues to be the best
No, that's
disco
no
song ever.
Weak.
If you want to be an S disturber, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Mike Wallace, born in 1918.
Oh, he's been.
Can you imagine you're running
dead
some business and someone goes,
long
"Oh,
time.
Mike Wallace is walking up the steps." Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Well, that did a miracle.
So long as it's not that Pharaoh kid.
Happy birthday to the great Billy Joel, born in 1949.
Here he is now.
Oh, he sounds great.
Billy Joel. Okay, there's Disco Inferno.
It's awesome.
All right, wait a minute.
More or less the same bass riff.
It's very good. Sure. But I think Disco Inferno's more well known. Is that fair?
Disco Inferno is more well known thereby.
Is that fair to say?
It's not Lakeshore Drive, but I tell you
Okay,
what.
let's see. In history today, ooh, yikes, this is problematic.
Hitler or something?
1502. Thank you. That really helps. Now I can't read it.
Mussolini?
Let's see. Let's switch gears here. 1868. Christy, this is a quiz for you.
1868.
Marked down from 1900.
The biggest little city in America was founded.
Reno, Nevada.
Reno.
Yeah. Visited there a few
Original
times.
address, Reno 001. That's right. They started with 0 and then they moved. This is interesting, Christy.
Okay.
What did Woodrow Wilson do
Woody
on this date in 1914 that would affect you?
Invented the tampon.
Started Social Security.
was
would affect
divorced.
Me. Let me vote.
No. He declared the first Mother's Day.
I declare.
Isn't that nice?
That's very nice. Thank you, Woodrow.
Mother's Day.
And interestingly enough, there's the famous photograph of Woodrow Wilson holding the very first Steven Singer Gilded Rose.
Isn't that something?
That's what's actually it's Steven's great grandfather.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Stefan Singer.
Yeah.
He was an immigrant.
Things that happened on today's show. Lonnie Walker IV helped the Lakers win last night, beating the Warriors.
Tom, what'd they call him?
Who?
Lonnie Walker IV.
Ivy.
Yeah, that's right.
Bullshit.
Get an Ivy.
A lot of people. Tom calls the trampoline a jumping table, And a fan, a wind machine. We all know it.
Mm-hmm. The jumping table was actually a listener that wrote in about it.
But I can
Josh
see how
wants Josh wants everyone talking about him being a thorough and generous lover.
That's right. So I have ladies sign a disclosure agreement.
Mother's Day Sunday. Tom took his dog out at 3:05 in the morning and almost dropped his phone in his dog poop. He's told that story again.
No, I've got my clip-on hat light, which is the greatest, but I didn't have it with me. I wasn't expecting to have to take him out this morning. There was an issue.
That's it.
Check, that is a new coat, and it is marvelous.
It's lovely, isn't it? I don't know if it's new. It's one I haven't worn.
No, it's very new.
What? I'm not going to tell you how much.
What is it, suede?
I'm not going to tell you how much I paid.
You paid $500 for that.
Christy Lee?
What?
One more thing. In 1960, the FDA approved what?
Birth control pills.
The birth control pill.
This is an outrage. We never go back like this.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid-fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.